Let's go.
Welcome to the Hardly Heroes Podcast.
High above the city, they shine in my spotlight. Commissioner on the rooftop, double H in the night sky. For the sidekicks we fight, for the right crosses we go. For the ninjas we injure, revenge on our foes. From crime alleys to radioactive insects, genetic mutations. Weapon X rejects our infinite Ursa in crisis. A war's a civil but secret. Here come
The Mad King.
Dillard Skillard.
Cheese.
It's Blanny!
blaring through your speakers. Yeah, Hardly Heroes. It's clobbering time.
Welcome to Hardly Heroes, a podcast dedicated to movies, TV, and everything geek related. I'm your host, Buddy.
I'm Dillard Skillard.
I'm Cheese Whiz.
I'm Manny.
I like Blanny better.
Everybody likes Blanny better.
It's Blanny.
At some point, we're going to have to get into the origin of that because I don't know.
Oh, you don't know
That's
it?
old
Oh,
school.
man.
I just rewatched
It's so
that
good.
video.
Okay.
It's so good.
Welcome to episode 171. If you're new to Hardly Heroes, go to hardlyheroes.com. You can find out who Manny is, Blanny, all the weird things we'll say, and probably some sayings that we say all the time. And you can just find out a bunch of stuff about the show. Last week, we talked about my ketchup in Texas, which
See
was
where you been.
awesome. I did have spicy ketchup in Texas.
Ketchup.
which was
You didn't let
delicious.
us know.
Ketchup, huh?
Ketchup.
Okay.
Ketchup in Texas.
Wow, that's riveting.
Yeah, followed up with Disney, which that's all I feel we talk about anymore.
Yeah. Lots of
the-
Disney talk.
The boys.
Which we didn't get to spoil because
Sorry.
Dilly.
Someone didn't watch it. We heard from our correspondent,
Correspondent.
and we did a little nerd up, bro down.
That was good, except for that I lost.
Little impromptu challenge.
You
You know what, though? I just wanted to say real quick. The reason that Dilly knows so much nerdy stuff is because he does a nerdy podcast. Okay.
Yeah. So what's the official score on that? Did we say 2-1?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's up to.
To
I feel like
one.
it should
2
be
to
3-1 because wasn't there a negative in there?
No,
There
there's no
was-
negatives.
There was a neg.
So this is you guys challenging each other, right?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that what it is?
Yeah.
So what did you guys have to do?
So we
I
actually.
like how Manny's like, is it this challenging thing? I don't know, stupid thing you guys do.
I didn't call it stupid. That was you.
There wasn't an implication, but yeah, we did on.
The tone
So
of
I
my-
guess you.
I have resting voice, bitch voice. That's what
I
it
guess
is.
you didn't listen to the last episode, but
Basically, Cheese thought I wasn't like nerdy enough to be
Oh, man.
in this company. So she's and I felt she wasn't
Really?
broy enough.
He plays a lot of video games.
Oh
He
yeah.
A
does.
lot of
he
video games.
does.
Easy.
But
Yeah.
have
A lot of video
if
games.
you turn
Yeah.
that hat around, it's a flat bill. Okay.
That's true.
Oh, does that immediately?
I have a few hat bills, but
It's
I also
immediate.
have some crunched bills. Hats of all sorts.
Some crunch.
So we have crunched up
Some
bills.
bent and flipped.
I don't
and
know why,
teased.
but I really
What's
want
a
to see
crunch
it
bill?
A crunched bill, that's where you just take your hand and
curve-
crunch
Oh,
it down.
okay.
Yeah.
And what, does that make you geeky if you curve your?
I mean,
hat.
any kind of bill.
Because that's what I do.
Any kind of bill besides a flat is fine
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
in my eyes.
a crunch bill.
Crunch is
Crunch.
fine. Crunch it up. Crunch all you want.
Crunch wrap.
Ooh, crunch wrap.
So yeah, that's a little bit of our challenge, but I'm definitely up.
So
I'm winning this thing.
right. So last episode we had a quiz on the show.
Yeah.
It was the pub quiz, and so I asked him nerdy questions, and he asked me bro-y questions.
Okay.
Which actually the bro questions were pretty hard. There was like a Jersey Shore thing I didn't know. Icing,
yeah.
had no idea
Wouldn't
what the
know
hell
that.
was.
GTL, I think.
Yeah.
So I have a friend actually who she kind of used to date a bro, and all the
Are you
questions.
talking about Beebs?
Beebs? She totally knew. Like when I said GTL or whatever it is, she's like, "Oh yeah,
She's
Jim."
just right. Yeah, Jim Tan
some-
Laundry.
Yeah.
Jim Tan Laundry,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
So it's funny.
Yeah. Didn't know any of that.
I did not know. Never seen it.
But yeah, I'm winning, so
Yeah.
there's that.
Well, Manny, thanks for coming back.
Thank
Manny,
you.
we're
Hey,
so
hey, look,
excited.
house.
I had something prepared actually. I'd
Oh,
like to.
wow.
I'd like to do my AKAs because everybody's
Oh.
doing
Yes.
AKAs
Oh,
now.
Yes.
So of
Is
course,
this a deep cut, AKs?
hey, you guys had Goat
Shout
on the
out.
other day, right? Not
Yeah,
too long ago.
yeah, yeah.
Wasn't
Yep.
James doing AKAs?
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
James has a hella AKA.
Okay, so I don't
stepped
have
his game
hella, but I've got some. We've got AKA Blanny. We got AKA the male nanny.
Oh,
We
love
Yeah.
that one.
We got AKA the Batman. AKA the Brown Boy Wonder. And the last but not least, AKA America's ass.
I like it. That's good.
That's a good one.
Those are
man.
solid AKAs.
Those are
for
good
sure.
ones.
Yeah. Since we're on the topic, give me the origin of Blanny, if you could.
That came from Goat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he created my cousin, I guess.
Yes.
Is it a cousin slash stepbrother
Yeah.
slash my split personality, maybe?
Yeah, twin or like a twin brother.
Yeah.
There's a actual video on our Instagram of Blanny that Goat made with the face swap.
So on Snapchat
Yes.
you can do the face
Yeah, the face
melt.
filters. Are,
Yeah.
Okay,
Super
like
scary.
Yeah.
So it put Manny's face on Goat, so it was a black Manny,
Oh.
aka the birth of Blanny.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I
could have
got
been, I could have been a Cuban, my Cuban cousin or something.
Oh
you know?
my god, it was so
It's
funny.
so funny
It
because it's
was.
weird because you're like that's Goat, but it's also Manny.
Maybe we can get a little post of that.
Maybe
like a repost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we could
we'll
repost
repost
it because
action.
I just watched it like 2 days ago. I don't know why I was going through like old Instagram posts, and I was like, oh my god, I totally forgot all about Blanny. I was like, Blanny was money.
Well, I wasn't really doing a whole lot of social media back then, so when they showed it to me, I was like, what's happening with Goat's face? Like, what is that? What? I don't understand. So,
It was so good.
You're like, is that me?
Oh man,
no, is that Goat? Is that me? Is that, I don't know. I don't get it.
I forgot. That was so good.
That was so good. The birth of Blanny.
Oh, that was fun times.
Well, what made it special was Goat's mustache,
Oh yeah.
Got the stash, so I
Right.
was like,
It had this like weird looking. It was just funky how it all looked, but it was great. He did it in like black and white. It was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Nice little mashup.
We'll have to bring that up.
Yeah, I think that was when he still had dreads too.
Yeah.
That was a long
Oh,
time
yeah.
ago.
I miss
Yep.
the dreads.
Really?
Yeah.
I do too, but don't tell him that.
He'll never find out.
No,
No.
we're good.
He doesn't listen to the show.
No,
Unless
of
he's
course
on
not.
it.
I didn't want to talk about. So you're doing a new podcast.
I am doing a nude podcast. And not a nude podcast, but a
Oh.
nude.
Are you sure
Oh.
it's not nude?
Well,
then I don't wanna
you would
listen
never
to
know.
it.
Only pants.
Only
Only pants off. That's it. Everybody
Topless.
keep their shirt on. Yeah. I'm doing a podcast with, of course, my lovely wife, Robin, and her best friend of 30 years,
Oh, wow.
Sarah. And we decided to get together and kind of do this. We're all coming from a different place. We don't really know what we wanted to do it about. So every week we just kind of we pull some articles together. We talk about the stuff we like. We reminisce on old times and we share what we've been doing through the week. And so yeah, we're having a lot of fun doing it.
So you guys do it once a week?
Once a week, yes, yep.
When did your show come out?
Every Wednesday.
Nice.
So yeah, we're having a lot of fun doing it.
So the podcast is
fun.
called InPodticular.
Yes,
Check it
InPodticular.
out. You guys are on Instagram, Facebook.
Yep. You can catch us on
Website.
iTunes, on Spotify. Yeah. Hey, go and like our Facebook page, please.
Real quick, I did listen to the show. I was a little upset because you were talking a lot of trash about something that I didn't really feel you gave enough
Oh, that's-
experience
That could
to.
be so many things. What
And it
is
really kind of upset me because it's something I've done before, and it was floating.
Oh, was I talking shit about floating?
Well, you were
Oh,
just
I'm
like-
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to. I apologize for that one.
No, so you were talking trash about floating, and you were like, I think it's a waste of money, and we got nothing out of it, and I feel like after half an hour, I just wanted to get up, and you guys were just
that floating.
like
I'm
in
sorry.
the
'cause
pods or
yeah,
whatnot?
yeah.
Gotcha.
After just before the show, we were talking about floating
sorry.
down the river, and I was
no,
like, I didn't
like a salt bath float.
Yes,
like waste of
we
time,
did
the
the
float- yeah, that
what
makes
is it?
sense.
The pods that you sit in.
Yeah, it's
It's
a
almost-
Epsom salt float.
Yeah,
like
and
a
it's almost like a
relaxation thing, right?
deprivation, like a sensory
Yeah.
deprivation.
Yeah,
Right.
it just the thing I was looking for was you hear a lot about the hallucinations and kind of the thoughts that you just get wound up in, and that's just basically my everyday life. So it was no different. And about a half hour into it, I was just like, I'm out. I'm ready to go.
You're like, I'm done.
I feel like that would be me. I feel like I would have a panic attack.
I loved it. It was so weird. It took me a long time to really it felt like a long time to really get into it. But then finally I was able to it was kind of weird.
Did you hear any? Did you listen to any sounds? Or
No,
you went
I
dead
wanted
silent?
it dead silent because
Okay,
I did
yeah.
a lot of research before I did it of
Okay.
people saying, for the first time I did no light, pitch black, no music.
Right.
And people were talking about all their experiences and stuff. So it really made me excited. Well, when I went in there, I at first just laid with my legs out and I put my hands like on my hips.
On your genitals?
Yeah, well, around my genitals.
Okay, all right.
I didn't want to,
He's rubbing.
yeah. And it felt like I was in like a cocoon, and it was super weird. And I started to feel something, and then like I got uncomfortable. So I put the pillow behind my head.
Oh, I didn't have a pillow. There was no pillow.
Oh, so they put like a pillow. They said if like it messes with your neck.
Yeah, my neck was very messed up.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
you needed a pillow.
they say
Yeah.
you have like a hard time relaxing.
I started doing the whole hands behind the
Oh,
head thing.
yeah,
like
yeah.
I was on
I
a
tried that
beach.
for a while. I didn't like that.
So
then I finally like start like feeling the water's like super calm, and I could feel my heartbeat like boom boom, and I felt like it was rippling the water. So it was just
Really?
like trum.
what did you take before you went in there?
Nothing. And it was the coolest thing. And I felt like, oh my God, it's so awesome. It's so awesome. And then took me out of it. And I was like, dang it. But I did feel like super into it. And then like afterwards, the place I went, they had journals of people that would write down their experiences and stuff. And I started talking to the guy afterwards, and it was super cool. He told me one time he was in it and he felt like he was getting flushed. Like through like
Yeah, see,
levels,
where
and
are
I was
these
like, dude,
experiences? I wanted to feel some sort of experience that these people described online, and I didn't feel any of that stuff.
I was so into it. I want to do it again, and I'm like super all about it. So it's funny listening to your show, and you guys were like,
No.
"Oh, I was weak," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" It's so much fun. So I recommend
So
it.
Manny and Sarah both did it, or
Just Robin and I.
Yeah,
I mean, sorry,
Robin and I did it.
You and Robbie did it?
I would prefer to get a massage for that long.
right? So she didn't enjoy it either.
She didn't either. No, she felt the same way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like only certain, people experience it. Like, you remember those like little posters that you would stare at for a while and
Yeah.
you'd see some kind of
Oh, yeah.
thing. Those never worked for me.
Really?
Yeah, but my grandfather.
gotta
You're
relax
supposed
your
to
eye.
see through it.
Yeah, like all of a sudden
Blur your eyes.
Yeah,
some
you
kind of
gotta
image
relax.
appears.
I
Never
can't-
worked. I
I
wonder
can't
if
really
it's
do
kind
it
of
either.
like that, where only certain
Maybe
people
one of
it
your
affects.
eyes is blind.
I do have a lazy eye.
I knew it.
Oh,
Two-
I didn't know
two
you were
lazy
looking
eyes.
at me or Buddy.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
he's always looking at me. It's weird.
Yeah, totally.
Now I know it's a lazy eye. I thought he was just staring at me because he was mad
Like the
at
whole
me.
time.
Yeah.
Like,
So where does one go to float in the Sacramento area?
There's
I went
one
to
in Oak-
Capitol Floats in Oak Park.
in Oak Park, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Sacramento.
I don't remember the one that I went to. What it was called, but it was over there in the Arden area. The how about Arden area?
Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked it. It was a blast. I actually want to do it again. And I felt super good afterwards. My skin felt great.
What is
No,
it?
see, I felt aggravated. Like my skin felt aggravated from all the salt, and I did shave just before, so
Oh,
it
God.
kind of stung a little
Manny.
bit.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
didn't
like
know.
Blanny.
Aftershave.
I didn't
Come
think
on,
about it.
you don't before the saltwater bath.
That
Yeah.
was my first
It's all
saltwater bath.
stingy.
Yeah.
Like
It's
a
like,
full
oh no,
body
salt?
shave.
Oh, I'll be fine. No
I'm
big
gonna
deal.
shave my whole body.
Yeah,
I like the sting.
yeah. But
So-
like my back felt good. I don't know. I just felt really good afterwards.
What does
and,
like a float cost?
it's like
I
think it's like
don't
$60.
know. Sure.
You can
60
find it on
bucks.
Groupon for like $60
Because
for
buddy,
an hour.
didn't you get it as a gift?
Yeah, my pal Goldsman.
Yeah, Goldsman got it. Because I almost feel like sometimes, like if I pay for something and then I go in there, I'm like trying to be like, I need to get, this needs to be like a certain way because I paid for it. Maybe you're really relaxed because it was free.
I went in and I watched a bunch of stuff, and I went in open minded, and I really like tried to like when I talked to or watched a lot of videos, people were just like kind of exit out your mind and just let your mind go and just kind of let it go. And I just tried not to think about anything.
But that's easy for you though.
Well, yeah, it is true. I
But,
mean,
Manny,
I
did
like
you-
to let it go.
You just couldn't
No.
get out of yourself.
No. Well, I mean, I concentrated on my breathing. I think I'm just, I've got stuff to do. I gotta, that was just. It didn't feel.
Oh, okay.
It didn't feel like it
was just
a
a-
good time management thing. I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's like anything. I mean, we
no,
could say
you're
that
right.
about like movies.
Of
We
course.
watch those.
No, you definitely
but-
could.
That's what I would like to invest my time in. I don't want
Right.
to float
And
in
I see
water.
getting a massage too for that time and
Yeah.
money where it's like it feels good. Someone's
so
rubbing
cool.
you.
You know
I
what?
love. I want to go to see if I can get more experiences.
Why don't you
like
just
that.
rock a bath?
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you have to go
Exactly.
pay money?
Because you
Just
don't
just take a
float
bath.
like that.
Put salt in the
And
bathtub.
do you see how tall
Put a
I
bath
am?
bomb up in there. You know
I
what
don't
mean? Like,
fit in most bathtubs.
Honestly, just thinking about doing it gives me anxiety, so I feel like I should do it.
Yeah,
I think you should
sister brothers
you
will
should
go.
try
Sister
floating
brother.
face down.
Yeah. Manny was trying to lay on his side.
Yeah,
you
he's
know,
like-
but
in the womb.
You know, I brought like the fourth host from our podcast.
Wait,
in
you have a fourth host?
A fourth, and it actually fits in my backpack, and I thought I'd bring it because you guys are gonna get really excited about it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
He needed protection.
Yes, it's one of the last things I've done. So
Damn!
Yes!
you guys would enjoy this.
Heck yeah.
It is. Let me turn this.
That is really
bad boy
big.
on.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
So
He's-
he has a huge gauntlet, or
The Infinity Gauntlet.
He has made a guest appearances on the podcast a couple of times, and you know, I love it. I just love.
That's so
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm
He's
giving
flipping us off.
I'm giving
Yeah.
Buddy the finger.
Yeah, the bird.
So,
It's fine.
I thought I'd
The
pass it
Infinity
around because I'm
Gauntlet.
sure
Honestly, it's
everybody
so
else.
big.
I want to do it.
It's
that's
so big.
that's what they all say.
That's what she said.
No, that's what they
that's
all
like
say.
each individual one.
So you can move each
Yeah.
finger individually.
I have
That's
to.
sick.
I do have to say I'm kind of bummed
Yeah, that's freaking awesome.
that you can't snap. You can't snap.
You can't snap?
No,
Oh, that's
That is a bummer. Buddy, try.
the-
Can you snap it?
no,
No.
he's trying. He'll try all night.
but no, I like just the thumbs up.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm feeling
Good
that.
job.
Good job.
He just keeps flipping Billy
Yeah.
off. I don't know
So,
why.
Because our podcast is a little more R-rated, we've described things that we want to do with this glove, and it involves parts of your body. And
Manny's just so dirty now.
Oh.
You just yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you put it on the wrong
That's the
hand,
wrong
but that's
hand.
it.
That's how I do it, though.
It's that lazy eyes
Billy,
throwing
something's
him off.
wrong with your
Backwards
hand.
That doesn't look right.
Come here, my precious. Yes. I want to play a game with you.
Strong hand.
Grab me by my strong hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your turn. Yes.
Yes, thank
Of
you for
course.
bringing that. The
Now,
thing is awesome.
Small hands have a hard time grabbing it.
Excuse me.
You
For
have
one-
midget
I've heard that
hands.
before.
Screw you, Manny.
And
okay?
she probably had
You
so
got it?
many cheese.
Oh,
You're gonna have-
look at that.
I have long fingers.
She's gonna have cheese remnants in it.
Okay,
I'm
Manny.
getting- I'm
That's
getting a
for
finger
you.
now.
No, it's Blanny to you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is
That's
pretty
actually
nice,
really
right?
big.
I got this from my sister for my birthday.
Oh,
So,
that's
Oh,
a
nice.
sweet
thanks,
present.
sis.
Yeah. But
Thanks,
yeah.
That's
sister.
amazing.
So that was I had to bring that up on about his show because
Yes,
I was
the
a little
floating.
sad.
Hey, it's not for everybody.
No.
So, so your guys' show, it's just about
Everything and nothing in particular. It's just whatever. Right now, we're on the 24th episode. We're trying to figure things out still, and we've all got day jobs. Both Robin and Sarah run their own businesses. And, Sarah and I are kind of, we have a lot of ideas for the show, and we kind of just drag Robin along. And we're really thankful
Yeah.
that she wants to do this with us.
Right.
So, we're still fine tuning it. We're still kind of getting the hang of it. It's a completely different dynamic. I honestly will say that when I left Hardly Heroes and I started the other one, I really thought that I was just going to be able to pick up where I left off, and it's not the same thing. I almost felt like I had to learn to speak again.
Right.
So we're getting over humps, but it's a lot of fun. I've known Sarah for 15 years, and in the last 24 episodes, I've learned more about her than I've known that I knew.
right.
In the last 15 years. So it's nice.
Yeah.
It's brought us closer together.
Totally.
And so yeah, we're sharing
It's a
lot of life
it's a really good
experiences.
show.
Thank you. We're
And
trying.
Sarah's got a good voice.
She
Oh.
does.
She has
and
I'm
such
not
a-
gonna lie, she kills it with the
She
voice.
has a great voice, and she kind of seems like she's almost the leader, or
We're trying. We're actually kind of pushing her in that direction, and she's fighting a little bit. And but that's what everybody's saying to us is like
yeah,
she's got a great voice.
she's got a great voice. She's got a great command of
leader.
it. She's got great stories.
She
the way she
does.
looks at things and explains things are
I love to make her
yeah,
laugh.
yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah. So thank you guys. Thank you guys
Yeah,
asking
for sure.
me
It's a
to
great
watch it.
show.
out,
So
for
you
sure.
guys, everybody, check it out. In
Yes, please.
particular.
Yes.
In-
Give him a list.
Podticular. In Podticular.
In particular.
And then what night does that come out again?
Wednesday nights.
Wednesday nights, y'all.
Wednesday.
Go check it
Late
out.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Late when depending on how
Wednesday.
late I have to work that day.
Right.
Late Wednesday.
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 Thursday mornings.
So
So what do we got on here? Hey, real quick.
Real
Hey,
quick.
excuse
What-
me.
That was
I
not
was
quick
like,
at all.
Always
Okay,
does
we
that.
all stop. You just
Real
hold the
slow.
show.
She says real quick. You hold
No,
on because
because
it's not going to be
annoyingly,
quick.
every single time I say, "Hey, real quick," Buddy looks at me with this look like I don't have the authority to say, "Hey,
No,
real quick."
because nobody cares what Cheese has to say.
I care.
He did just have that look. I
Seriously,
glanced
every
over
single
and saw
time
it.
I want to say something.
Well, hey, whatever, Captain Snitch over there.
DCS,
Yeah,
deep cut snitch in the
snitches
house.
get stitches. Did you see that?
Hey, let's go.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to wear this gauntlet the whole show.
No, you can't wear the gauntlet the whole show because you're not gonna pay attention. You're just gonna be flipping Dilly off
That's true.
the
I
whole
know, right?
time.
What was your real quick thing? Come on, chop chop.
So,
Minutes are flying by.
I wanted to tell the sidekicks about what we did last night.
Oh,
So we went out to Track 7 Brewery.
Burry.
Brewery.
Words are
In
hard.
Natomas, right? 'Cause
Words
there's
are
a
hard.
few.
Yeah, it's the one in Natomas.
Okay.
Dilly apparently was busy.
Yeah.
I'm just too busy.
He had like family
After
quote
seeing,
unquote
like-
obligations.
No, he had to tan laundry.
Yeah.
gym.
Jim had to get pumped up.
Priorities, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
Prioritize.
Well, if you guys like, what was like an hour or two notice, but you know.
Well, he
No.
was on the Sanctorum
Forever.
for like a week.
Okay.
So
See, I actually just got on that.
I,
Did you
God.
guys
I hate
see
Facebook.
Ladon is back on
Yeah.
the book.
I'm
Ladon,
very
don,
happy.
don.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. And you need to get on
The
it. Like I need.
Sanctorum brought me back.
Good,
So I
thank
need
you.
to, you know.
I do love the Sanctorum.
I love the Sanctorum.
You know-
That's the group, right?
Yeah, our Hardly
our
Heroes
little
group.
Hardly Heroes forum on Facebook.
I'd
Shout
say
out
like
to Fleet.
just cut back on the memes just a little bit, just a little bit.
we actually did.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
We
so tell us about your experience.
Somebody got a little talking to.
So, what was I talking about?
We're talking about Rick and Morty. So
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
for me, that was my second time seeing the truck.
So
I don't
Rick-
know if you
Yeah.
remember,
I
man.
It's called
I remember you seeing
Rickmobile.
it.
Yeah.
But the first time was an accident? Was it?
No,
or you knew it was
Aaron
gonna
be
had
at the
told
comics?
me about it,
Spranks.
so I went.
Spranks.
Was it at the comic store?
Sprinkles.
I saw
Yeah,
they
it
had
was at
at,
Empire's Comics.
Yeah, okay.
Before, and so it was coming around again. We went, and it was just as busy as it was last time.
Honestly, it was insane. For one, it was 100 degrees.
Oh,
105
Woo.
or 6.
It
dude,
was so hot.
Michelle almost passed out.
She
in
really
the brewery.
did. She was like
What?
shaking because it was really hot inside. So she had to come outside, which it was 100 degrees outside.
Yeah, so it was 102. We looked, and then when in the brewery it was like 106.
Oh, hell no.
It
Why
was
was it
crazy.
hotter? Like
Because there were so many
Like a-
people.
There's so
AC.
many people. They're making beer. Like they're doing all this stuff in there. I get it. And the line was wrapped around. It was a 2-hour wait. I was
just to
like,
get
nope.
up to the Rickmobile.
Yep.
So we didn't get up to the Rickmobile, but we did take some pics. We ran into some cool people who had
Yeah.
cosplayed Rick and what's the blonde's
Go ahead.
the blonde's name?
Go ahead.
Yeah, please tell us.
Tell us.
I know you guys. I know her name.
Just go ahead.
She's actually played by Elliot from Scrubs. I know
Okay.
that, the actress.
Go.
So-
Keep going.
And what's her name?
This is.
Sorry.
I don't know.
so uncomfortable. What do you do once you get up to this thing? What do you,
It's
you
just
touch
all
it?
Rick
just
and Morty
merch.
merch.
You pet it.
Yeah.
Do you go
You
into it? Is
touch
it a
it,
store
you
or what?
pet
No,
it,
you just go up
you
and
massage it.
there's
had this-
certain like special edition merch that you can get that you can't get other places.
Socks,
Like 3 times as much.
Funkos.
Yeah,
go
but
on
waiting
Amazon.
2 hours
That's
though
what I
in the
said.
100-degree heat.
It's for the experience.
And they
course
wouldn't
it is.
they wouldn't let you take the beer out.
No,
Well,
you could have the beer
You
outside.
could while you're in line.
Little,
Yeah.
Sip a little
because
brew.
they
that's
have
not bad
a
then. That's
they have
not
like a patio
Right.
where the line was. So you could have your beer out there.
But it was fun. I mean, it was fun hanging out. You
It
know?
was super fun to see the little Rickmobile. Honestly, was cool.
Yeah, I'd seen it before. It was,
Oh.
I was blown away
I
the
love
first
it.
time I
It's not
seen
really
it.
little though, right? It's
no,
pretty big.
It's
You
pretty
just-
big.
Yeah.
He has, like I sent Mammy a picture. She's like, "Who's that guy with the big eyeballs?" I'm like, "Mom, it's Rick and Morty
It's actually just Rick, but okay.
Just Rick.
from the Rick and Morty show."
Just
Weirdy.
Rick.
No, so we went out there. It was super fun. Had a blast hanging out. Had a couple of
Philippe was there.
Couple of packs.
Correspondent. Philippe.
Correspondent.
Phil
it-
Burgundy.
and Mrs. Nickerson. was there.
Mrs. Nesbit.
Oh, Mammy
Mrs.
did come out?
No, I mean Mrs. Michelle
Oh, okay.
Nickerson.
Okay.
Mrs. Nesbit.
Dying from a heat stroke.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
She told me she almost passed out.
Did you feed her before you guys went out there? No.
Well, I mean, she works with your wife. I hope they fed her.
Why would they feed her dinner?
Well, no, but it
Only
was like
lunch.
6 o'clock.
I brought cookies.
Sounds like dinner to me.
Yeah.
Mammy actually.
We're going on a fast. There's no eating. No, I'm just joking.
So when Mammy comes and gets her hair done at my salon, every single time she brings treats.
Oh, yeah.
And when people see her walking up the stairs, they're like looking to see what she has in her hand. So she brought cookies. So I actually brought some to
What
Michelle.
kind of
She's so
cookies?
sweet.
Well, so she made
Chocolate
oatmeal
coconut?
chocolate chip,
Good.
but she also made. There's a guy there who Vince, if you ever
Oh.
listen to this, doesn't like chocolate.
Are you ready for this?
What
I
kind
saw
of
him
monster
today.
is that?
I know what kind of
Weird.
monster is
He's
that.
an
on, bro.
alien.
So she made him oatmeal raisin special. Just
Did
for
you hear I
him.
said something to
Sounds
him
like an
today?
old person's
about
cookie.
you said something to Vince?
Yeah, I saw him and I was like, don't ever ask my mammy for special cookies. He was like, they were delicious. I'm like, and that will be the last. No special treatment. If anybody's getting special treatment, it's moi.
No, so Mammy was like, told Vince, she's like, you're a pain in my you know what. Like, she wouldn't
Whoa.
even use the word butt.
I don't know what.
Yeah, please tell me.
She's that Mormon that she can't even use the word butt.
Meerman.
You're a pain in my you know what.
Pain in my rear. So no, that was super fun. I'm glad we did it. So
Yep.
it feels hotter today though.
I think it is hot. It's
supposed to be.
106.
That's what
Warm
they
in the
said.
sauna. I mean,
turned-
the studio.
Yeah, we've turned it into a sauna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really wanted
It's a
us to
steam
like.
bath.
It's like almost like a bonding experience for us to sweat out and hallucinate.
It's like two
We'll get
birds,
our
one
chakras
stone.
going.
I was worried she was just trying to sweat Manny out and being like, see how long he'll last.
Nope, I'm the only Mexican in here. I'm bred for this stuff.
Oh man.
Okay, so what do we got next here?
We got some news.
We got news with Philippe.
correspondent.
The official correspondent.
Before we get to the news this week, I wanted to give our weatherman Ollie a chance to give you the weather update. Ollie?
Space weather!
Thanks, Ollie. And now, it's time for WHH News with your correspondent, Bill Burgundy. First things first. Loot Crate is filing for Chapter 11 this week after heavy layoffs.
Ouch.
They aren't looking to go away, but at the same time, things aren't looking too good for the financial department.
Why is the rum gone?
Time will only tell if they bounce back, but it's a sad day in the subscription box community. Andy Serkis, a.k.a. Gollum, a.k.a. Supreme Chancellor Snoke, a.k.a. Ulysses S. Claw, a.k.a. every mocap being ever made into CG, has been officially announced as the director of Venom 2.
Who the hell is this guy? What are you doing?
I personally have mixed feelings because I love his work, but the Venom movie didn't quite hit with me.
Thank you, Philippe.
Eddie was too calm and docile, and I can't quite get into a Venom story with no Spider-Man. Again, we'll see what happens, and hopefully he can fix all the problems that Sony made in their universe. Titans Season 2 trailer dropped showing the original cast, but also adding Aqualad, Ravager, and Deathstroke.
I am Slade!
Batman looks pretty cool too, but sounds awful. As if a Scottish actor was forcing an American accent. Either way, the trailer looks great with all the signature violence from the first season, and also it's kind of proof that the DC streaming app isn't going anywhere, amidst rumors after the Swamp Thing cancellation.
Amazing.
Disney just dropped screen stills for a live-action Lady and the Tramp remake.
Boo.
Really,
I
Disney?
didn't see him.
Everything doesn't need to be remade into live action. Someone punched Bob Iger in the jejunum for allowing this to be a thing.
Have you ever been punched in the jejunum?
There are also reports, according to Variety, that Disney has no confidence in the New Mutants movie, regardless of its star-studded cast or horror direction. Disney is hesitant to release the movie in theaters for fear of it flopping completely and is exploring either making it a Disney Plus exclusive or releasing it on Hulu, which would cost them way less to do and could help them with the losses. There are also reports that the movie needs extensive reshoots that cover over half of the film, which we know from the past, Solo, isn't necessarily a good thing. Along in the same vein, most media outlets are blaming Disney for Dark Phoenix's underperformance in the box office due to their lack of promotion and feigned interest after the merger. But guys, let's be honest. And I know the heroes pretty much all agree, you can't blame Disney for not putting more money into a movie they already knew was As Goat puts it, trash.
True.
Well, that's it from me this week, fellow sidekicks. Be sure to join in on the fun and conversation in our Facebook group, the Hardly Heroes Sidekick Sanctorum. And remember, girls and boys, don't talk back to giant cyborgs who can control microscopic space bacteria and choke you from across the room when you make fun of his religion. That guy killed younglings and abandoned his own kids. He has no problem choking the force out of you. He's out.
Sometimes his like out thing, like he'll be like always say, "Hey, remember kids," right? It's so long. By the end of it, I'm like, "Wait, what? How did that start again?"
What did
What am I supposed to remember? No, that was very well produced.
Yeah.
He's good.
Great job, Philippe.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's
That's
really
the
got
thing, man.
into
We
it.
like-
He's really stepped up.
I ran into him the other day, and he was really excited that he got himself a new microphone. I was like, "Good for you."
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
He is. I kind
He's
of.
been great.
I was talking to him about it, and he was talking about his girlfriend, and she was like, "You put so much effort into this." He's like, "You have no idea." He looks forward to it every week, and we look forward to it,
I
and
know.
it's grown into something that we never thought.
I know, and now he's just like a regular on the show.
Yeah, because when me and him first started talking, it was the Ridge Tridge.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, and he wanted to just do voices, and now it's evolved into this, which is really funny.
Our correspondent.
Phil Burgundy.
So real quick, the Loot Crate,
Yeah.
it kind of makes sense. I don't, Logan has always talked about the geek fuel. Like he never understood how it was even profitable.
How it could happen? Yeah.
Yeah, like how it was even profitable. So, I mean, do you guys still get any of these Geek Fuels, Loot
No.
Crate? Anybody?
I canceled all mine.
At
No,
one point,
I never had it.
I tried like just some person out there that did it. It wasn't some big name,
Oh.
and they had a hard time. Like it took them like 3 months to get it to me.
Right.
And I was like, nah, I'm good. But it kind of reminds me of that whole the movie pass thing where you pay $9 and you can go watch as many movies as you
Oh,
want.
yeah.
And they went downhill real quick. That didn't last very long, and
Yeah,
that's
'cause
what
that-
everybody was saying. How long can that last?
Exactly. Like how can they even afford it?
Well, their explanation was that the majority of people are not going to be watching more than one movie a month. But I think that was wrong. Especially nowadays, people are watching a lot of movies. I feel
You're
like
right.
the theater is a
Well,
big
it's
thing now.
Yeah, there's so many movies coming out all the time. Spider-Man came out, then it was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That I went back-to-back weekends.
Yeah.
And I seen Spider-Man more than once.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's just so many good movies out there.
No, totally. I never understood that movie pass.
No.
Like you could go once a day, right?
You can,
No, you could go as many times as you want.
You can, but I think the thing was that you can only buy one ticket at a time.
Oh,
So you would
you
have
had
to
to
buy
go
it, then
there.
go back through, and then buy it again, or
okay.
So that might have
Okay.
been a thing.
But you had to
Right.
be there to buy it. You couldn't
Oh,
buy it
yeah, yeah.
online. So you had to go to the theater to buy it.
yeah,
That's right. That's right.
So you couldn't pick out your seat. You'd have to pick it out there. So say you wanted to buy an advance ticket, you'd have to go down to the theater, buy your ticket.
And
So
it's still
that's
bombed.
what, yeah.
So
People are still
they
like,
wouldn't
who
let you
cares?
just on you couldn't get it on the internet or
no,
that's
that was kind
lame.
of the thing of it, right?
Well, and that's where I think they thought people wouldn't do it as much.
Right.
But now people, so say you had a Monday off and you're like, I'm just going to spend the day at the theater. You could bang out 3 movies, no problem.
Well, my question is what are they paying the movie theaters to get these tickets?
No, they said they're paying normal prices. That they just legitimately thought that nobody
Oh my
was going to go
God.
to the theater. Yeah,
That's insane.
yeah.
That's crazy.
That they weren't going to jump through all these
Right.
hoops
Oh,
to get
right.
to the. See, I have the Cinemark rewards.
Right.
So
Logan has that, I think.
pay $10 a month, and I get one free ticket a month.
Okay.
I pay for a $10 ticket every month. I don't even really go that often lately. So that when I do go, I have enough to take the whole family. I'm like, let's all
right.
go.
That's cool.
Right.
I've already paid for 6 tickets.
Right.
And
I go a lot.
I don't know if you guys do this, but I just buy 10 tickets, and if you don't seem to sell them
Yeah, you
yourself
can
or
return
bring
'em.
people, you just return them.
And you can return them up to super close to the movie, right?
Yeah, and then you don't have anybody sitting next to you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
and it's
yeah.
that's the thing. You gotta
That's
find
actually
those.
funny. Can
It
you do
worked
that
out
even with
system.
super popular new movies?
I think if you get a 3D, it's a little more expensive. But yeah, you can do it at any movie. But 3D are a little more expensive, which I don't care about. Or the super loungy theater, the really
yeah.
big one at the art.
yeah,
this-
that one's
yeah.
a little bit more expensive too, but not that much more.
No.
I just went over the weekend and saw Scary Movies to Tell in the Dark.
How
I
was
didn't
it?
see
Wait, is that after the book series?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Do you remember that, buddy?
No, he doesn't like
the
scary
black
stuff.
and white.
He does.
Right?
He's a big
It's all-
baby.
No,
Yeah, Skrr.
I don't like Skrr.
Isn't it that one that has the story about where
I
she
don't
would wear
like
a scarf
Skrr,
around
man.
her neck and then she took the scarf off and her head fell
What are you
off?
talking about? Goosebumps?
I don't think
No.
so. No.
Scary movies to tell in the dark.
Yes.
The black and white
Sure.
drawings.
I don't remember it, but it is. Yeah, I heard somebody say it's from our childhood.
Okay.
I must say a little letdown.
Really?
Ooh.
But partially my fault because I thought this was going to be like a rated R movie. And that's
It
kind
looks
of
like it in the
it does. Like you
trailers.
see
It
it, you're
looks
like, this
scary.
looks hella scary.
Yeah.
But the first, so the wife and I saw it at the XD, and there was a bunch of kids in the theater, and I'm like, okay, like,
It's a kid's book.
wait a minute, like, what's going? So I actually went outside the theater to make sure we're in the right one.
Oh,
And
man.
I'm like, yeah, there's hella kids up in here.
What was it rated? Like PG-13.
PG-13.
Yeah.
So
'Cause
I
they're-
mean, decent.
they're
It was
kids'
a
books.
decent watch, but
Do you guys not
yeah,
remember
it was-
these
it was-
books?
No.
I do. I do remember them. I
Kind
didn't
of,
read
like
them, but
vaguely.
But they were for children.
they were.
Scary stories for kids.
Well, the movie is pretty much for children too. We'll just say that.
You know what? It'll probably scare me.
It had some good scares.
I
Like
bet
you would probably be
anything.
scared.
I would 100% be scared.
Some good CG in there,
I'm gonna
but
see
Did you
it.
not watch
really no
it?
plots.
No, I
just kinda,
can't.
Kind of
It was not scary.
Oh, the trailer scared me.
No.
Oh, dude, we watched the second trailer. She was
Okay,
freaked
Manny-
out.
I haven't
can't
even
wait
seen
for
the second
that.
trailer.
Manny,
can't
I've
wait for
seen
that.
the original It.
Okay, so that
Is it
definitely wasn't
scarier
scary.
than that?
No, not at all. It was. I don't know. Like I grew up looking at like Freddy Krueger as like a superhero. He was like. I remember watching those movies and being like, man, I wish they made action figures of all the different Freddys. I would totally be down to collect them all. And of course, they ended up coming out later with Todd McFarlane doing them and stuff like that. But
Oh, okay.
I felt like Pennywise is the same. He's just another Freddy Krueger, so he's just kind of cool and fun. And I think Buddy has said it before on the podcast, is that about 2/3 of the way through the movie, it's more like an adventure-y 80s kind of Goonies type of thing.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely has that vibe. A little Stranger Things vibe.
I
too.
don't know. I'm so scared. I don't even think I can watch the original now.
Maybe this should be part of a bro challenge.
Well,
No,
you
remember
know-
we said we want her to go at like
All
a
of-
midnight showing.
All over
to
the
see.
Santorin,
second
they're
one.
trying to get me to go to midnight
Yeah.
showing by myself, which I'm taking somebody with me if I'm going.
I was thinking what we do is we stick her like somewhere else, and then we all sit behind her just to watch
See the
her watch
reaction.
the movie. It's just like, I'm scared, guys. We're like, oh, we don't know her. She's weird. Sit
Yeah,
down.
we're doing that.
Cheese.
Oh, well, I have to see the first one first.
And that's true.
It's pretty good.
You
You should watch it
It's
on like
Stranger
Friday the
Things with a
13th or
clown.
something.
I almost feel like I need to
Yeah.
watch it with all of
Yeah.
my brothers because they're the ones who made me watch it in the first place.
I was like, I used to watch Children of the Corn when I was a little kid. It was scary.
Is that what scarred you?
Yeah.
Was Isaac and Malachi?
Malachi, dude. Malachi was freaky.
Yeah.
I don't think
The
I ever
ginger.
saw those. No, I never
With the
saw
sex.
those. Oh,
I've
yeah,
seen
yeah,
them.
yeah. I remember that.
He's like, Outlander! Outlander! I'm like, I don't like gingers anymore.
I think the only horror movie
Sorry,
that
Bird.
Yeah.
the only horror movie that ever scared me when I was a kid was Michael Myers. It was just his
Nobody likes Bird
slow
anyways.
walk.
Wait,
the
is
mic-
that
the-
Oh,
Halloween?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mike, that you don't think that's scary,
That was the only thing.
buddy?
Oh, no. I've never seen any Halloweens.
Oh.
I've
you would
never
be-
seen-
you
Man,
would
Are you
be-
ready for this?
I want to say a bad word so bad.
I've never seen Halloween. I've never seen any Freddy Cougars. I've never seen what other big
Are you
scary
kidding
movies.
me?
What is
You never
wrong?
seen
How have
Dream
you
Warriors
never
with
seen Freddy
Kincaid? Like, come
Krueger?
on now.
No, but I did see Candyman.
Oh, that's a scary.
But yeah,
one.
that's
Weird.
That's scary.
That was just weird. It wasn't scary.
No.
Really.
Nah.
No, there's
There's
much.
bees
You could do
involved.
much better.
Who's scared of a bee?
Candyman.
What about birds?
I mean, maybe a wasp. but
Birds
not a
are
bee.
scary.
Bird? No, did you the
The
movie
the
Birds?
Alfred Hitchcock
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Have
with
you
the
seen
birds.
that? That's a scary movie.
Well, that they did that in Bodega Bay.
Yeah, they did.
Filmed that.
Bodegas.
Bodegas, yeah.
Anyway, so Philippe also brought up Venom 2. I know Buddy's excited. He's creaming in his pants
Is
over
he?
there.
Okay, you go back and listen to Buddy's review of Venom, the first review, and he was depressed because he knew that the movie was garbage.
No, it was
Now,
not Garbo.
Since then, he's got a little bit of Tom Hardy on the side of his lip.
Hey, don't
He's
be
like,
jealous.
It wasn't that bad.
I liked it. It was a fun movie.
Oh, it
Everybody's
was
just
fun.
talking so
Fun,
much
so
trash.
fun.
There's a lot of movies that you like that are probably questionable too,
Sure,
sir.
I'm
Howard
sure.
the Duck, exactly.
That was a great one.
No, it's a
Don't
terrible
talk about
movie.
Howard.
That's why you couldn't even really see him in Endgame. They were like, "Oh, let's just stuff this guy in the corner."
It was a
and
cult
if you weren't
classic.
watching,
Venom will not be a cult classic.
I think it was a fun movie. I loved how he looked. The part where the stuff's coming out of his stomach, yeah, whatever. That
Yeah. So basically, when he becomes Venom, yeah.
no, when it comes over his head, his interaction with him, I liked all that. I love the villain. I like that he was this rich guy that's just trying to,
It was such a generic
it's Elon
format.
Musk in 15 years.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, can I
Well,
real
we
quick
won't get into that.
to Manny?
Real quick. Make it real quick.
Real
though.
quick. Go.
This
go.
is what I do miss about Blaney being here is we would argue about stuff all the time.
Toss tables.
Or I kind of want to hear, because I listened to your show today,
Okay.
and you guys were talking
I'm
heck
sorry
of
for that.
smack. You guys were talking heck of smack about Aquaman,
Oh, it was awful.
and I really liked that movie.
Hey, it's cool.
Did
I mean,
anybody else like that movie?
I
actually-
liked it.
Oh, okay, good.
I thought it was all right.
It was so bad.
okay.
It was so
But I just didn't know after listening to Manny's show. I
Manny,
was like,
when have
is-
you turned so cold-hearted?
Oh, when they made Aquaman.
Oh, gosh. It's a black soul over here.
I've always had a black heart.
I didn't know if it was just because I thought Jason Momoa was so hot, but I
I
liked
love
that
Jason
movie.
Momoa. I love Jason Momoa, and I could say that I like the cool suits that they had, the aqua suits that they had. But like the talking in the middle of the underwater, it's like, how is it gonna? I'm gonna watch a 2-hour movie like that.
Well,
And
they're
then it's like,
underwater.
let's
Did you
live
want
or
him to just talk normal?
yes, I mean that's the part of it. It's like you've got to convince me to like this, and I didn't like it, and it's like it wasn't. Fun.
You know
It
what
wasn't a
actually
fun
made me
movie.
laugh the most is Sarah when she was talking
She
about
hates DC.
when she was talking about William Dafoe.
Dafoe.
The way she says
Yeah.
William Dafoe, she says Willem Dafoe. Like she
Willem.
doesn't know how to
That's-
say William, and
It is Willem,
It is
isn't it?
Willem
It's
Dafoe.
Willem.
It is. We're just
That's his name.
we're the bad ones.
Wait,
Yeah.
his name is Willem.
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 Like
It's Willem.
Willow.
It's not William.
It's Willem.
No, it's Willem.
Oh my God, are
Just
you
think
guys
of it like
kidding me?
a friggin' tree fairy
That's
going.
awesome.
I
Willem.
was laughing so hard at her. I'm like, I don't think she knows how to say William. Sorry, Sarah.
The joke's on you, cheese.
Sorry, Sarah.
Ha,
It
cheese.
normally is. Okay.
Okay.
Who would name their kid Willem?
The Defoes.
Billum? Wait, what's his name? Billiam.
Dearest Billiam.
Anyway, I liked Aquaman, so I just wanted to bring that up
I'm
real
about to
quick.
go
'cause while,
meet
So
Aquaman.
did a lot of
while
other
I
people.
was listening
You
to InPodticular, I was yelling into the show, like, are you guys kidding me?
She hates DC. She does. And I'm a little more lenient, like I enjoyed some of them. But
Did you like
she
Wonder
hates
Woman?
them. Yeah, I loved Wonder Woman. See, she didn't even like the theme song to Wonder Woman, and I love it. She calls them fart guitars. And I'm like, that's like a guitar. That's like, I love guitars. And it's like, even if it's got a bunch of distortion over it, and she's like, that's a fart guitar.
Okay, so.
What do you play? I played the fart guitar.
Just real quick to touch on, just real quick, nothing about, I don't even know anything about Titans, but I do want to say I agree with you, Philippe. Are we done with the freaking live actions?
Oh.
Okay,
No.
I got an opinion about that one.
Okay.
I think they're not for us. They're not for our generation. The newer generation isn't watching hand-drawn movies. Those were ours.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of these kids' movies we can go and enjoy in the theater, but I don't think they're for us. They're for a whole nother generation.
But can they
that
just make
grew up
new
with CGI.
stories then?
Yeah, I agree. I saw the video floating around social media where they superimposed the animated faces onto the CGI Lion King, and I thought that looked cool. So it wasn't completely realistic and it wasn't completely
Right.
animated. I thought that looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
No,
I think they're all dumb.
I don't like any of them either.
I
Because
actually
my thing
don't.
is, they are so good about coming up with original content that it's like, why are we going back in the barrel and remaking all this stuff? Like Inside Out, I thought was going to be stupid. I love that movie.
It's
Yeah, that
because
was
they're doing
good.
both. They can do it all. They're Disney.
They can do it all.
There's
I
just
actually,
too many. There's too many
Exactly.
remakes.
No,
It's
there's
like,
too many.
Not
And
everything
it's
should
shot
be
for
even
shot
remade.
remakes.
Right.
Yeah, boring.
Yeah, it's like Jungle Book at least was different.
Not that different though, but it was a little more different.
Oh, they changed a lot. Like the whole thing, like I Want to Be a Man, like
Yeah.
that whole section is different. And then like him going through the jungle is
Yeah.
totally different. Like they did a lot of different stuff. So it felt like watching a newer version or a different story of a story I kind of
that
knew.
you already knew.
Where
Right.
I turned off Beauty and the Beast 5 minutes in. I was like, I've already seen this movie.
Actually, I didn't mind Beauty and the Beast. I actually don't. Some of them I don't mind. Like I'm like make some of them, but you don't have to do all of them. Like Aladdin was stupid. Don't make
did
that.
you guys see that? You
No,
watched-
but I
no.
can't even.
No,
I
won't
wouldn't even.
Nope.
I couldn't even make it through the trailer.
I like what they did with Maleficent, where they told the story from a different angle.
Right.
That's
That's fine.
pretty cool.
No,
Right,
you're
but that's
totally
a
right.
different
Something
story.
different.
No, you're
Yeah.
totally right. Something like that, like, or you know how they did. I mean, this isn't Disney, but you know how Wicked, the play Wicked,
Oh, I wish they would make a movie of
was
that.
was kind of like a play on the Wizard of Oz, but you see it from a different. That's how they need to do these stories.
Right.
You almost like make a movie about Scar, or you know, it's just like change it
Yeah.
up a little bit.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Right.
Movie.
I would love that movie.
Yeah.
But The Little Mermaid, I actually want to see.
No.
Nope.
I just want to sing
they're
all
gonna
the songs.
mess that one up too.
I want to sing
They're
the
gonna
songs.
mess it.
You know
Go
what? It's
back
gonna,
and watch the Rich Tree.
Manny, it's gonna be
The
like
Rich
Aquaman.
movie.
That's what's good under
Only
the underwater
Fortunately,
voice.
only the beginning and the end. The rest of it is above water, and she's just going to be a normal person. That was another thing that I didn't like about like Cinderella was that these movies have a lot of fantasy in them, but Cinderella was a lot more realistic. So when they made a live action one, it was just like a just like
It's
a
not. It doesn't
princess
feel
movie.
right.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
didn't- there was no fairies or anything like that.
I'm actually on board with the Home Alone reboot, though.
Oh, hell yeah.
That sounds
Well, yeah.
pretty cool because that is deserving, and it's been a while.
They
you
should
know,
bring
it's-
back
that's
Macaulay
gonna be
Culkin as
legit.
like a father or something.
should.
Dude,
Yeah,
have
they
you?
should.
Ugh.
Are they?
Or
Have
one
you
of the
seen him?
burglars.
He looks creepy.
You know what?
dude.
He went through like a weird, like skinny drug phase, but then he kind of started looking okay.
Have him be like
looks
the
o-
burglar.
Okay, buddy. Next
Right.
time you grow out a beard, remember Macaulay Culkin.
Hey,
And some
I
long,
don't look
straggly
like
hair.
I'm addicted to crack. So
when you have that beard,
no,
you're pretty close.
I wouldn't say I look like that. I would say more of like a older Mexican man trying to grow something out that
No.
couldn't
Don't
really
put it
get
on
a
the
beard.
Mexicans.
Yeah, don't-
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely putting it on the
No,
Mexicans.
it's not their
Mexicans grow
fault.
Do you
beards.
feel that cold air?
Yes,
It's not. It's not their fault that you can't grow
Sorry,
a
I
beard.
farted.
He was playing the fart guitar.
fart solo.
The fart guitar.
I play lead fart guitar in my band.
So we have some other news that we can just touch on real quick. There's a rumor that Ewan McGregor is going to return as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I wonder if that means he's getting his own move.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Well, that's been a rumor for a little while.
Yeah, but I'm guessing that's what it would be.
I thought they canned it after Solo did so bad, but maybe they're going to give it another shot.
But
I mean,
that's what I'm wondering. Or is it that he's going to make an appearance in the new Mandalorian show?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool because I'm sick of these spin-off movies.
Yeah.
Solo was just...
Dude, I am so jealous. The 501st, I don't know if you know them.
Fievel?
501st.
Oh, I think Fievel. I was like, I
goes
love
west.
Fievel.
The 501st, which is like a stormtrooper group that's out here, they all got to go to LA and Disney asked them to come out. They actually got to be in the
Oh.
Mandalorian show.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is
I was
cool.
pretty jealous. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, that'd be friggin'
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, those guys are awesome. They don't
Mess
they do
around.
their thing. Yeah, they were out at Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah, we
at
saw
Empires.
somebody with a jacket, 501st jacket at
Oh,
Morty.
really? Oh, cool,
Rick
cool.
and Morty's.
Rick and Morty. Another thing, this is rumor, though. Rumor that Scarlet Witch is going to be the villain in Doctor Strange.
Which would be cool.
I could see that because in the comic books, she there is a certain storyline where she just kills
Oh.
everybody.
Really?
Yeah, but I think it's by accident.
Oh.
But she pretty much kills everybody except for like 193 of the mutants.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
That sounds pretty cool.
I think that's House of M. I'm not positive, but I think that's the storyline House of M.
Let's see. What else we got? We got just some, more Marvel's Disney stuff. It's like, God. This, you know what?
Aren't you guys getting a little
Yeah.
superhero fatigue? Just maybe
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I know
Honestly-
this is what the whole show's about.
And I
but-
just wanted to say that I've actually been scared to say it. Like, are we allowed to say that we're getting a little...
I felt that way until The Boys.
Is anybody
Well,
watching Big Little Lies? Are we? No,
Hey,
I'm just-
Manny, I watch it. But
Like, yeah, actually,
I
yes.
agree. The Boys, because I don't mind the universe. I don't mind the superhero thing. It's just that it's so tired. It's all the same things. It's all the same universe.
That was a new take. It was a new take on superheroes.
It was
I liked
such a
it.
It was good.
When you watch a little miniature person dive into a vagina, that is like,
Yeah, right?
you're watching something completely different.
That was a fantastic scene.
Yeah, that's my favorite scene.
right.
That was so fun.
I liked when he got.
I've always wished to do that.
When the Deep he got gilled.
Oh yeah, he got the
Ooh,
guild.
that
He
was-
got
Oh
a-
my-
He got a gill job. If
You guys,
will.
Dude, if you really
No,
look
that
at
kill
it,
job. Oh, that hurt.
if you really look at it, you feel bad for the Deep. But in the beginning, he was such a douchebag. But then, like the crab dies, then the dolphin
Dolphin.
Yeah, the
dies.
dolphin.
He gets
Gilled.
gilled, and you're like, dude, he's trying to be nice.
Hey,
He gets, like, outcasted to Iowa or
No,
whatever.
you guys, he got everything he deserved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and at the beginning,
Why
I
did
was
the
like,
dolphin get that? The dolphin did not deserve
No, the dolphin didn't
Got
deserve
hit
to
by the
die,
semi,
but
that was
the
terrible.
Deep deserves everything he
to
got.
get gilled.
Yes.
Yeah. When
Are you
force-
kidding me?
When you force a chick to blow you,
That's
you
true.
get
You
what
get
deserve.
gilled.
That's-
You get gilled.
What's wrong with a good gill job? You know?
Because it hurts. It's
I took
sensitive.
it though.
And I was wondering, like, who just takes off their pants? Who just takes off
Because he
their
didn't
pants?
want people to see the
I
gill.
got it now,
Oh.
but I was like, that's weird.
Oh,
like,
right,
that's not
right.
even enticing at all.
You know what I
I
want to
thought-
know is who in the writers thought about him getting gilled. Who came up with that?
There's a
Probably
lot
Seth
of things
Rogen
in
or
there, like,
something.
oh man, like even the very end. Are we spoiling
Yeah, we can
this?
spoil.
Yeah,
Sorry,
finally
guys.
now.
Spoiler alert.
Like the way my girl Elizabeth Shue goes out. Oh my
Oh.
god! I'll tell you. Well, and did you guys see Brightburn? Did anybody see Brightburn? I
No.
know you
No.
didn't. It's a scary superhero movie, I guess. Villain. It's a villain movie. So there's a very similar death in that, which I thought was very interesting. That it was so close together. And then there was some. I think you guys know who Boss Logic is. He does the art. He does a lot of the art on social
right.
media.
Yeah.
And he did Superman from
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Kingdom Come, the Homelander, and then Brightburn. They're all lasering each
Yeah,
other
the
with
laser eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's a lot of eye lasers around here.
Honestly, Homelander like really surprised me in this show.
He was
I didn't
so
think he
good.
was going to be
He
that
was the best
bad.
character.
He was
He
a
was,
great
man.
actor. He did a great job.
He did such a good job, and he was so complex. I just didn't, at first you just kind of think that he, is just kind of superficial. He just wants to be rich and famous. He has the power, but to learn how he grew up, how he was raised.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
and
tell
he's a sociopath, and just the disconnection he has is just amazing.
He definitely had some serious mommy issues
Oh
going
my
on
God.
too. Like,
You think?
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but did she breastfeed him?
She did, yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
At one point, she unbuttoned the blouse a little bit, and he was all laying on her lap, and then
Oh.
they
But
did
that
some
was
other
like,
stuff.
but that's what I'm talking about. You guys said you're sick of the superheroes thing. This type of stuff. Seeing now that superheroes is opening up,
Yeah.
like you're
Right.
getting different stuff, like Brightburn and the boys. You're getting so much other stuff in superheroes. Now you're gonna
Right.
get Doctor Strange as a scary movie. It's like.
Yeah. So
That
are you gonna
doesn't
watch
make
it?
me
Are you
sad.
gonna watch it if it's a
Oh,
horror
of
movie?
course.
Okay.
I'll watch it.
all right.
I'll
Maybe
watch it.
he
You'll have
should
to
sit
hold
in
him
a
to
theater
that.
by himself.
I'm fine with it.
Well, I was reading something
how
that
scary
it was
is
called
Kid
like
Movie?
superhero fatigue or something. People
Yes.
just kind of getting sick of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
I don't feel.
because of that, but
I feel
it's
like
like
A-Train.
but it's more like the fatigue of almost like the MCU that way. And because of that, you get things like The Boys.
But
because
you
people
didn't-
are sick of the same old thing.
You didn't like Far From Home,
No, I liked Far From Home.
Are we getting into that?
but I'm just saying people.
I felt the formula was a little tired in that.
Oh, see, I didn't feel that way because that whole when he's messing with his mind, that was something that was straight out of a comic book. I never seen nothing
Yeah,
like that in the MCU.
That was cool. I just like him fighting all the elementals. Was like, okay, here we go. He's gonna swing around this thing for the next 10 minutes. It reminded me of Sandman in part 2 of the Raimi movies, and it just kind of like that, like almost certain parts are predictable now. You know what's gonna happen. You know what, especially Spider-Man. You know that he's gonna be concealing his identity, and he's gonna be torn about who he is.
Right,
and what
and
he's
I feel like
doing.
he's gonna
yeah, but
falter
then
a
that
little
whole
bit. He's gonna
twist
fail
that
a little
they
bit.
revealed his.
And Mysterio's not dead.
Oh no, I don't believe that. But they revealed his identity. Never saw that coming.
What did you guys think about?
Right in the very end.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome, and that whole part with where you found out that the only part I didn't really care for was when you found out that Oh my gosh, why can't I think of his
Mysterio?
name? No, Samuel L. Jackson was.
Was not. That was.
Very-
I read
That
about.
part.
I read
Yeah.
about this thing being like, oh my god, you cannot wait until you see the post credit scene. It's gonna like really give you an insight of what's gonna go on. And I saw that and I was like, eh.
I know. I didn't.
That I didn't like.
I
I,
didn't
loved
like
how
that.
they
Boring.
reprised what's his name's role.
Ben
yeah.
Mendelsohn?
Yeah, that was awesome.
I love him as a Skrull. I do.
Yeah.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah.
Well, I really liked Far From Home, and I will always see these superhero movies. I'll always see the Marvel movies.
But you're a nerd
DC.
shamer at heart.
But
I thought we were. Oh, just me.
Yeah, you
Just
are.
Just me.
But the thing is when I think seeing The Boys, it makes me realize I'm craving a little more sometimes.
You're just
something
craving
different.
for something different, and it's
Yeah.
opening
Yeah.
up the genre to show them, just kind of like Deadpool did, of showing you can make an R-rated superhero movie and it still be good.
And
Right.
Disney's gonna pull back on that. They're gonna make him a PG-13 character.
Well,
No, there's rumors of saying that he's going to be PG-13 when he's in a team-up
Oh, okay.
movie, but
I
he'll
get
still be
that.
rated R when he's by himself.
I get that.
That's fine. Yeah, and
Well, that
that's
makes
fine.
sense. You know what I mean?
Which that's fine if they want to do it that way. I'm okay with that because
Yeah.
you can still be pretty raunchy, being PG-13, but his own solos you still have to make rated R.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
So it's just that, now we are going to have Disney Plus with its own streaming, and they're just going to have just all these, TV
I
shows
don't-
now.
I'm
It's
very
just
upset.
all of this stuff.
Dude, Mandalorians look so awesome.
I mean, I've actually always been kind of like cool down on Star Wars. Star Wars has never been my I've seen them all. They're cool, but I've always been a little chill on it. I like Star Trek and I like superheroes. So
Don't you feel like that's getting a little old?
Star
What?
Trek.
Star Trek? No.
Yeah,
Now with
seen
Quentin
it too.
Tarantino about to do it,
Dude,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
if he does it,
That's-
that'll be
yes.
dope. But
Oh man,
I'm
that's
on.
I just-
on board.
I don't
so on
feel
board.
like that's real. Like when it
gonna
really
happen.
starts happening, then
Oh,
I'll
it's
believe
gonna
it.
happen.
because it really does feel like it's not real. It really does.
Because that's my whole thing is I would love to see his take on that. Like same with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That movie was so much fun to be in that time period, and the part he did with Bruce Lee was like one of my favorite parts in the whole movie.
I'm bad. I haven't seen the movie.
Oh, I haven't.
As a big-
and you,
as a-
whoa,
I know.
whoa.
As a Tarantino fan, I'm really dropping.
It's
the
been
ball on
out
this
for
one.
like 2 weeks
I
or
know,
3 weeks
man, I
now.
know.
But buddy, can I ask you something real
Jeez,
quick? I'm
Blanny.
sorry, since you're the only one that's
Blanny.
seen it.
Yeah, let's blame Blaney,
Because
not me.
Tarantino, is just kind of known for being like, bloody, gory. I've seen all of his movies. There's a lot of blood in it. Is there blood in this movie?
yeah,
At the end, yeah.
It's the
Okay.
Charles Manson murders. It's I mean you know those, right? Sharon Tate
I do know
got
Sharon
killed
Tate.
as
yeah.
a pregnant woman.
I want to talk about it so bad, but you guys haven't seen it.
Okay,
It's pissing
so
me off.
but okay, then my question leading into how is that going to I'm not saying that I'm not cool because I love Tarantino and I love Star Trek, but how is that going to translate? How is this movie going to
That's
translate?
what makes it interesting.
Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. I never would have guessed to see him do something like this because it's not in his element.
So Robin actually covered this on our last episode.
Right, you guys did talk about this.
But one of my things is that he's never done anything in the future. He's always done stuff in the past.
Right.
So for him to jump to the future is like a whole nother
But it
ballpark.
also-
Opens up a lot
But
of doors.
Yeah.
I also feel like it's like he's using someone else's stuff, he's never made
Right, a franchise. He's doing a
a
franchise.
franchise where has to follow a certain kind of timeline and
So all his
characters.
movies are in the same universe. Will Star Trek be somewhere in his universe? That would be really interesting.
But there's rumors that this will be his last movie.
I
yeah,
hope
but
not.
there's no way that Quentin Tarantino's never going to make a movie
I don't
again.
know, dude. If anybody would be
knows?
the person, it'd be him.
Yeah, but it's like like Manny said on his show, it's like when that's something that you love to do and it's your passion, how do you stop doing that?
I don't know. It's him though. If it was somebody else, it'd be like, they're gonna
Ask Jay-Z when he retired like 15 years ago.
Sure. Yeah.
It's your boy.
Oh,
Sheboygan.
sure.
Okay, so I don't know if we've announced this yet, but we're doing a top 5 today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
We announced it when we walked in the door.
So
not
we're,
really.
It was in the.
I
we
know.
announced, we did say it
Hey, buddy,
last episode.
By the way, do you read these outlines before you come in?
Yes, I actually
do?
do.
Oh,
I don't
look
know
at
if you
that.
know.
He
Me and
skimmed it.
Sheila have a conference call Monday through Wednesday.
So
about
Sheila,
the
how'd
show.
you get him to do that? What did you do?
Well, I bribe him.
No.
Oh, with
She talks to me on the phone.
Wait, what did
I'm
you
not-
what did you call a quesadilla?
Yeah.
Is that what
I
you
make
call
him quesadillas,
Those are good too.
cheesy quesadillas with his favorite topping.
No, because Manny doesn't like talking on the phone. That's where we would always
I don't
have
like
the
talking.
disconnect. So it'd be like, "Hey, Manny," and he's like, "No, text me
No.
or email me about the show." And
What
that'd
it,
be the
what it
only
was
way.
is like, this is what we're gonna do. Well, what do you think? Yo, whatever you want, man. Whatever. I'll be there. And then the one time he does the outline, it's in a text on his phone, and I'm like, okay, all right.
They know that now. I don't put this
Wait,
together.
Manny, actually, can I say that a shout out real quick, a deep cut shout out to
deep
James
cut.
Navarro because he actually pretty much since he started doing since he came on the show, which was like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He's been doing our outline.
No, he
He
did
has
a great
been
job.
hooking it
I
up.
listened to the 2 episodes that he was on. You guys all did a great job. Sounded really good
Yeah,
without Buddy.
James.
Yeah,
James
right.
is
It's
great
fantastic.
because he actually has super type A personality, and he needs to know like what's going on all the time. He needs plans, he needs outlines, he needs packets.
Nice.
And we don't have anyone in the show like that, so he's such a great help because he
Well, and like
he
you were
brought the packets over today.
When he was on the show, he actually stood the whole time.
he stood, but
Like
you
a
guys,
director.
Ready
Yeah,
to
it
just
was
kick
awesome.
somebody's ass.
he legitimately drove over here today, not only to pick up a Hardly Hero shirt for this weekend, but to drop off the packets. So
He's
thank
gonna
you,
want a paycheck.
Thanks, James.
thank you, Navarro.
But that's another thing,
you
like you
bring
were
any beer?
talking about, is like starting your show. This show has changed,
Yeah.
Oh,
like
so much.
that I mean, Dilly's still new and Sheila's real new. So us
Yeah,
trying to find our kind of way, it's been a very kind of weird.
Definitely.
Like-
But I think also what is different about the show now too is that we have Logan doing certain things, we have Navarro
Dad.
doing certain things, we have Philippe. We have like a bigger group now.
Yeah, we have a bigger team.
More of a collab.
It's
Yeah.
more
Guys,
of a collab.
There's nothing that makes me more happy than to see what I birthed just go on and grow.
Birth? I mean, I don't know if you birthed it. It was both of us.
Okay, you birthed it, I adopted it. There you go.
No. Like you, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No, he
I
was the-
birthed it.
He was
I
pregnant
birthed it.
and gave
Yeah,
birth.
I molded it, and you kind of sculpted it.
No, I
You were
think
the sex
Manny-
worker, and I was the customer.
I think Manny like breastfed it, you know?
Yeah, I did. From my teat. From both teats at the same time.
And then he threw
Ooh,
us
double
to the
breastfeeding.
fire station
And then he's like,
and
"Please."
left us.
I lost you guys in
What
the
is
divorce.
that? What is that called when you leave a kid at the fire station? It's like a
Abandonment?
safe, a safe zone.
Yeah, he left us. I don't know if it was the safe zone, but
A future criminal?
But he just left you somewhere and just abandoned
yes.
without any regard
Really
to what was
bad.
going to happen.
You know, there's a time
Luckily-
when the little bird has to just learn to fly and gets pushed out of the nest.
Luckily, Dad came and nursed me back to health.
Dad did come and nurse you back to
Put
health.
you back on the boob.
Oh yeah, put me back on the teat.
He wasn't ready. He's only 10 years
Oh
old.
man. All right, are we doing this?
Yeah, so we got to
We gotta hurry it up. Seriously. I'm not trying to do a Navarro show here.
because we have sidekick Mayo as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing our top
Who's starting
five,
this off?
top 5 cereals. I mean, I'm sure Buddy wants to go to first, but whatever.
I don't mind.
Okay, oh, wait. So real quick, you guys. Sorry.
Are we saving
real
that
quick.
for last?
No. Oh, okay. So
Save it for last.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our top 5 favorite cereals, and then we have one special one at the end. That's
Yeah,
just-
that we just despise.
So there's gonna be one cereal that you just hate. That's at the end.
Hate. Okay, hate. Got it.
My number
That's a strong
5,
word.
I'm going to get a lot of crap for this, but I loved it as a kid, and I don't know why. It's not even that great of a
If you
cereal.
say it, I swear, if you say my number 5, I'm gonna kill you.
Grape nuts.
Oh
did you say?
yeah!
Are you
Great
kidding
nuts!
me? Buddy, are you joking
so
with
I
me?
didn't even hear it.
Oh
I
my
didn't hear it. And I'm
How
on
much
the show.
sugar did you have to put in those things, though?
I never put a sugar.
What did you say?
It was
Grape nuts.
Grape
Oh,
nuts.
never
Do you
heard
know
of
what
it.
grape
Damn,
nuts?
that's a good one.
It's literally like a
Came in that
freaking
small box.
Dried.
box of
I have grape
rock.
nuts.
It's like rocks.
Yeah.
It's like it would just tear up your teeth.
It literally is
If
rock,
you had-
and it
That's
sits at the
all
bottom.
cereals.
Yeah,
it
you had
sits
to, like,
at the bottom
scoop
of
it
your
in.
bowl.
No, These are like
That's
miniature,
like,
like
a
sand.
blast.
Yeah.
It's like a pressure wash.
Oh my
for
god,
your
I can't
insides.
believe you said grape nuts, you a-hole.
Grape nuts. That's
Dilly.
Are we going around the horn this
Yeah,
way?
the name
Dilly.
of my next band.
Okay, so yeah, my number 5 is O's.
Oh.
You get a little O.
O's.
You get some. You get a nice little crunch on the outside with
Yep.
some nutritional.
In each
things on
O,
the
there's a
inside.
little bit of
Get
flavor.
some nuts and some grains.
A little.
I feel like our number ones are going to be.
Grape nuts.
Did he say something?
Just let him be, okay? Don't talk to
Damn,
him
that
right
was
now.
a good one. I just totally
I'm
forgot about
actually
the grape
mad
nuts.
because I know that our thing is going to be so similar.
That's what I'm worried
So
about.
one of the things that I was worried about coming on the show is the whole Nickerson thing.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Everyone's worried about that.
It's a thing.
I'm a little scared, and I didn't know you guys were going to sit me in between you two. So here we go.
Everybody's worried about that. Okay, so my number 5 is grape nuts. And I'm so mad that you said that. My
Why?
thing
You guys like the same one?
because it's
Stole
just
your
annoying. He
Brother
always
and
has
sister.
to
You guys lived in the same
steal.
house.
Yeah, we
It's
did.
gonna
live-
happen.
I don't know why my mom would buy the
No,
cereal.
because I'll tell you about grape nuts.
Somebody in the
Nuts that
family
are
ate
grape.
that.
This is the thing about grape nuts. What I liked about grape nuts is that I would some other cereal I would pour in, and then grape nuts was like the topping. So like I liked grape nuts mixed with a second cereal, which actually is a shout out to Grandpa because my grandpa always mixed two cereals together.
Shout out to Gramps.
Gramps, and
That
so
was
I
the thing.
I
Yeah,
really liked
yeah,
to
that
mix
happened.
two cereals, and grape nuts was always like my second. No matter what it was, I
See,
liked to
I
put
always ate
grape
it by
nuts.
itself.
You do it at the end of one box and jump while you're jumping into the next
Ooh,
box.
yeah, that's a good
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
Oh, I got my number 5. I'm not. You guys are gonna get crazy with cereals. I think I'm pretty typical. My number 5 was Cheerios. Is
Yeah,
like
no, Cheerios is legit.
You know, it's
just straight up regular Cheerios.
No,
good number
the
5.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Oh, okay, Honey
you know,
Nut.
I'm
Honey
Nut.
Okay,
trying to
alright.
keep it slightly healthy, so that's why it's my number 5. So you know, it didn't make me feel too. You know, I didn't regret eating these. So yeah, Honey Nut Cheerios.
You know what I used
like
to do
the
with
bee.
Cheerios is like actually add spoonfuls of sugar. Again, that would
Tons of
sit
sugar.
at the bottom of the bowl. It didn't
Oh,
because
When
it
you drink
doesn't
that milk,
dissolve.
talk
Talking
in,
about the
It's the
Reggies
best.
though, or the
well, it doesn't dissolve in like cold milk, like
No.
spoonfuls
Or
of
warm
sugar.
Or warm milk.
number 4.
Buddy,
I don't like you looking at me. My number 4 is Kicks.
Okay, Kicks.
I think they're delicious.
What a healthy alternative.
Yeah, I think they're, super like airy and like nice crunch,
They want to have flavor.
but they have
But
a
then they
hint
don't.
of flavor.
I don't
a
even
hint.
know if I
Right.
know what Kicks
they're
is.
just
KIX.
circles.
Kid tested, mother
Mother
approved.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay.
And they're just circles.
They're light
Of yumminess.
airy,
They're actually such the
yumskis.
perfect amount of sweetness.
Right. They're like, yeah, they want to be good.
It's just a light hint of sweet.
Just a hint of cheese. All right. My number 4 is Frosted Flakes.
Okay,
Why,
that's
you
good.
ask? Because they're great.
It's a good go-to.
So delicious.
Frosted Flakes for me always got soggy too quickly.
Yes.
No, that was the best part,
gotta eat 'em
though.
quick.
Oh, gross.
No, I like
Ew,
it. a
you
little
want soggy cereal?
Yeah, I like soggy stuff.
You know what? Actually, I get on. If anybody watches me eat cereal, they get really upset with me because I put the milk in first and then the cereal.
No, but she does a little
I
bit of
know.
cereal
So
at
I do.
a time.
I fill up my bowl
That's
with
so
milk
backwards.
and I put just a little bit of cereal. Eat it. Little bit of cereal. Eat it. Little because I never want soggy cereal. Soggy cereal to me is the worst,
Yeah.
nastiest, gross.
I'll woof it down because I don't
Woof?
want to have.
Did you say
woof
woof?
It. I'll woof it
No,
down.
You gotta
woof.
woof it down.
Woof.
No, you got to woof.
Woof. Okay.
Okay, so
Woof.
mine.
What is that? Oh, man.
Navarro likes it when I say woof.
Oh,
Yeah,
woof.
woof woof. He doesn't like to use the
I
L.
was trying to do the pre-show scream, but I forgot it already. Go ahead.
No, it's my number 4. So.
Number
oh.
4.
I was like,
I already did it.
I already did that.
So my number 4 is honey bunches of oats.
Oh, okay.
Oats.
That's also
Ooh.
a slightly
Those are good.
healthy alternative, right?
I like honey bunches of oats. I like the little like bunches of granola.
It's very similar
they
to
are
an
good.
O.
Granola.
Yeah, I feel like they're the cousin of the O's.
yeah.
It's good.
Yeah,
I like
that's a
those.
good one.
Okay, my number 4, cinnamon toast crunch.
Yeah.
I don't know where the toast came in. I mean, it's just like a little.
Isn't
piece
that
of-
they're the little squares?
Yeah, little
Yeah.
squares with a bunch of cinnamon, and that left the milk really good at
It
the end because
is.
all the cinnamon was left.
But
in
you
there.
know what? Leftover milk, gross.
Not when it's all cinnamon.
No.
I bathe in that.
Because the milk gets warm. That's another thing. I need to have my milk really, really, really,
Ice
really
cold.
cold.
Ice cold.
It has to be ice cold. So if it gets warm, I'm not drinking the leftover milk with the cinnamon in it.
Dude, when me and Sheila were growing up, we went to our grandma's house and we ate cereal and we didn't drink the milk. She would put it in the fridge and you weren't allowed to eat anything else until you finished the milk.
Because grandma was like depression,
Right,
most
yeah,
grandmas
you don't
right
waste
now.
anything.
So she would put the milk in there and you would have to drink it later.
Yeah.
So we had an Aunt Nebby. She actually had a baby, so she would use that milk and put it in the baby's bottle so we wouldn't have to drink
It
it.
was so gross.
Shout out to Nebs. Thanks,
dude,
Nebby, for
baby,
doing that.
huh?
Really going deep
Hell,
in the
neck
fam.
bones and the
Future
soup,
diabetes,
just everything
right?
in there.
Number 3, Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
love-
know. I
Yeah.
don't.
Which
I love-
one though? Which one?
That's early
Oh
in
no,
the line.
it's a ridge,
A
with the
ridge?
berries.
Oh, well, yeah.
Captain Crunch with berries.
So it's
Okay.
not
Ridge.
the Ridge if it's
You
got
have to
berries.
have the
yeah,
berries.
you gotta have the berries.
Honestly,
course.
Captain Crunch by itself, who eats that?
Psychopaths and murderers.
Seriously.
I
it's
just
like-
had a
I
Captain
love-
Crunch milkshake. Oh, so good. Michelle was like, "How could you eat that?" I'm like, "It's delicious."
All right. Cocoa Pebbles.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that
that's good.
almost went on my
good.
list.
Cocoa Pebs. Nothing
Yeah.
like that. Leftover chocolate milk at the end.
Again, no
That's
chocolate
good.
milk, but yes, very
My
good.
mom used to get that, and we would like devour a box in a day, and she would get so mad. I just bought this. I wanted a bowl.
Right.
And you
It
know,
goes
actually,
so quick.
what's
Mammy.
not good is Fruity Pebbles. If anybody has it on your list,
Cousin
you can
of
go
the
to
Cocoa
hell.
Pebble.
It's gross.
Why are you calling people out though?
Fruity Pebbles
No,
are
you have
delicious.
Fruit Loops, the real ones.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
If you want to do fruity, you do
It's
loops.
almost-
Yeah.
You don't do pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles is like eating fish food. Or
yeah,
a little bit.
we're a Loops family.
Exactly. There's no pebbles here. Okay, my number 3 is Kix. Ugh, buddy. Of course
Kix.
would steal it.
Kix.
Kix is the best.
Kix.
Kid
Honestly,
Bing.
high five. I knew Buddy was going to have it on there. There's another cereal I know he has
Oh
on
my
there.
gosh.
I mean, why wouldn't you guys? have the
Because
same
we
thing?
used to fight over the
Yeah.
box of Kix.
We would. Me and Shmi have a lot of interest in cereal.
My number 3, I'm taking a page out of Dilly's book, Frosted Flakes.
Bam.
You can't go wrong with those.
You know what?
Tiger.
You
Nah.
can go wrong every day with
They're
Frosted Flakes.
soggy.
The Tiger.
It's like they go in and they're immediately
They are
soggy.
immediately soggy. It's
No.
That's okay.
disgusting.
It's okay.
That's not
Sorry.
And you like pick it up and it's like half falling off the spoon.
It's all like flappy. Ugh.
Why are you guys cereal shaming me?
Dude, because it's gross.
I'm gonna cry about my cereal. I'm gonna cry into my cereal.
Number two. They're magically delicious. Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Rocky Charms, yeah.
You know what? That didn't make it on my list, but yeah, shout out to you, man. That's a good one.
I would only
The marshmallows?
eat the marshmallows and be left with all the other stuff.
No,
and be like,
because-
done. Mom, I need new.
No,
new
see,
cereal.
I like to have one regular and one marshmallow. Like
Yeah.
it needs to be like
It was such a task to try to mix it though. Like, gotta get both of them. Oh no,
or
I need
like
more. I need
depending
more.
on how many marshmallows you had, you would have like 3 regular pieces and one marshmallow.
I hated when it was too many marshmallows and no, like,
Yeah,
you need a
no.
good
You need a
balance.
balance.
When it
You
was
need
too
a
many
balance.
marshmallows, that was a lucky scoop. You're like, I guess I gotta eat it.
I agree, buddy. You got to get the good mix.
No, you gotta have the
you got
mixture.
to balance it out.
I used to just pick all the marshmallows out first and
Oh,
eat
gross.
the grains up. All right, so my number 2 is Rice Krispie Treat cereal.
What?
What?
I
Yeah.
didn't even know
Oh,
that
what?
was a thing.
You guys have
No.
It? Is that-
No.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah. The
spin-off.
Rice
Is that
Krispie
new?
Treats cereal. No,
Is it still on the market?
I think you can still find it.
I've never
maybe,
had those.
on the
Might have
dark
to
web.
give it a
I
gandy.
remember
eBay.
Rice Krispie treat
Yeah.
or Rice Krispie cereal.
Yeah.
Rice, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a thing. You need to have that in your life.
That's another one.
No, but
went
there was like
soggy
original
instantly.
Rice Krispies.
right.
That's just called Rice Krispies.
correct. Yes.
Agreed. Always
And they
instantly.
made that little crackle,
Instant
snap,
sog.
crackle, pop.
Yeah.
The thing is I would love to eat Rice Krispie cereal, but you had to do it really quick. You can't let it
It was
sit.
literally like you would put a spoonful in and then eat it.
Did
Talk
you
about
find
soggy.
any
Yeah.
entertainment of the little crackling? The
Yeah,
snap,
I
crackle,
liked
pop?
it.
Yeah, it was a little.
I liked it,
entertaining.
but by the
I
time
know.
it was done crackling, it was soggy.
might
so
have been
you-
a little simple, but yeah, I liked it.
But Dilly, I honestly had no idea there was a Rice Krispie treat cereal.
Absolutely.
Neither did I.
I'm
None
literally
treats
gonna
or-
have to
You guys
look this
haven't
up.
Search
I have
it.
to have it
Haven't
next
lived.
episode.
I'm sure Amazon has it.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 2. Is it
No,
number
it's
2?
my number 2,
Oh, your number 2.
Manny.
Sorry.
Blanny.
So my number 2 is actually Cocoa Pebbles.
Pebbles.
Okay.
So we've already been over it.
Good.
So
good
we
stuff.
can move on.
My number 2 is Captain Crunch with berries. Yes,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
that's a great one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Number 1.
I already
Buddy,
feel like me and
okay,
you.
look, I already know what it is, and this is my number 1 as well.
I feel like I'm gonna have to wash off the Nickerson when I get home. The second I get home, just wash
You're
off.
loving it. You're basking
Manny,
in it.
you don't want to wash that off, okay? You want to savor that
yeah.
for tomorrow.
Savor the flavor.
You want to wake up with Nickerson on
Yeah.
you. I promise you.
That's happened before.
Number 1, the best cereal of all time, Frosted Mini Wheats.
Frosted Mini Wheats?
Oh, all day.
She looks
Oh, you're surprised.
That's actually not my number 1.
No,
Boom.
Frosted Mini Wheats from is my go-to now of all time. I put about half a bowl so they start to get a little like
You know
mush,
what?
and then
That's the one
Then whip
cereal
'em up.
that you
They-
need to let it soak a
a
little
little
bit.
mush, not
Just-
too mush, because then it falls apart.
Yeah, no, you have.
But
there is a perfect time to eat that cereal.
yeah,
You can't do it before, and you can't do it after.
It's like a small window period, and once you hit that window period, it's like scarfing
get
it
it.
down. You're just like, I gotta get it in.
It's so true.
And
It's
Michelle
such a
makes
small window.
Fun of me because I would go to Costco and I would want like to buy the big bag. She's like, you're never gonna eat the Costco size Frosted Mini Wheats. So I was like, watch me. So
Honestly,
good.
my favorite mix is Honey Bunches of Oats with Frosted Mini Wheats.
Oh, yum.
It's a great mix.
great mix.
All right, so my number 1, you guys had mentioned how much you love Captain Crunch and you love the berries, right?
Don't even say it.
Oops, all berries, Captain Crunch. Number 1.
Is it
Oh,
all
no,
berries?
that's
There wasn't
actually good.
All
Yeah.
berries.
Oh,
Oops,
okay.
all berries.
Oops,
No.
all berries.
Yeah.
I remember
You
that.
know,
No,
Yes,
no, no,
all
that's
berries.
good. That's good.
Sometimes when you
Yes.
have too much of a good thing, you know, it could be bad.
Because that's almost
get
like
all jacked
having
up.
Lucky Charms with only marshmallows.
No, the worst is when Captain Crunchies beat up the top of your mouth. You're like, God, my mouth hurts.
Yes.
From
Oh,
eating too much
shredded.
Captain Crunch.
It's even worse with the berries, though.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oops, all berries.
They're coarse.
Okay,
Oops.
so actually my number 1 is O's, and I thought, buddy, that O's was like our thing. Is
Didn't you already say O's?
No, he
that was
said
my number
O's.
5.
Oh, that was yours.
I thought O's was the one we liked,
No.
but I guess it was Kicks.
No, we used to fight over kicks as
Over
a kid.
Kicks. So O's is my number 1.
Did you guys
'Cause I
kick
thought you-
each other?
Sheila was the one that taught me Frosted Mini Wheat.
No, Frosted Mini
Like,
Wheats
how do you
for
teach
sure.
somebody a cereal?
Honestly,
She would only put half a bowl in there. I would get a big old bowl and I'd like put them in there. And by the end of the cereal, I'm
So
like, it's so
gross.
mushy.
It's so
And I
gross.
watched me, cheese. She would put like half a bowl in there, and I was like, oh, that's the perfect amount.
Honestly, can I tell the truth? Because I made this cereal list kind of quick. I forgot about Frosted Mini Wheats, but O's is still number 1 for me.
There you go.
O's is my absolute favorite cereal.
My number
we go.
1. Is it my number 1?
Do
Yeah.
it.
Fruity Pebbles!
Yeah.
Hell yeah. A cereal is
Cousin
not
of Cocoa.
good unless it leaves the film in your mouth.
I can't, honestly,
They are
I
elegant.
can
And now I know why
Fruity Pebbles.
we don't get along because
We
of
don't.
Fruity
Manny,
Pebbles.
I
don't.
cannot believe that's your
He
number
likes
1.
My number
Twizzlers
one.
too.
I don't like
I
Twizzlers.
know. I just
was like,
want
what?
Sheila to yell.
That's
Fruity
blasphemy.
Pebbles is so effing
I don't know. I'm with
disgusting.
Blanny. I will.
That is
tear some down.
disgusting.
Oh, that's
They
so
are
gross.
good. You automatically you eat them so quick you have to hit another.
Yeah, you can eat
you
like
gotta-
5
yeah.
bowls and not feel a thing.
Ugh,
You
gross.
gotta
Oh
get
my
that
God.
fish food in you.
It's seriously, if someone has Fruity
It's
Pebbles,
Rice Krispie treats with fruity flavor.
if someone
on it.
offered
No,
me
it's a flake.
Fruity Pebbles, I'd punch them in the face. If they're like, hey, you want some cereal? I'm like, yeah, I would love some cereal. And they offered me Fruity Pebbles,
It'd be,
I freaking punch them
it'd
in the
be bad.
face. I'm like, are you kidding
It's
me?
not a good cereal unless it leaves the film. You've got to have the film.
You can get the film
Yeah,
other
gross.
places. I promise you. I'll give you a film, okay?
Okay, I'm ready for the film. Let's go.
That's disgusting. Fruity Pebbles.
All right, so our most hated
Oh, yeah.
cereal.
So this is
Yes.
a top hated 100%. You will never eat it. Although mine should have been Fruity Pebbles, but there's something I hate more.
I hate this cereal with a passion, and I've only had it once, and then I had it again years later,
So that means you had it more than once.
thinking it would change because the name has changed a little bit, or the box, and I was like, I'll give it another try. Cookie Crisps.
Oh, really?
Disgusting.
I don't know if I've ever
You're
had
like,
it.
oh,
Down
a
with
cookie?
Cookie Crisp?
It'd be
Yeah,
delicious.
cookie cereal.
No,
Those,
terrible.
they soak up the milk so good. You have to let that one sit for a while. It's like your mini wheats, but there's a time you have to hit.
It's
those
almost
in.
like you're letting the cookies bake.
You know, like when you
up.
dip a cookie.
But
in
no,
milk?
I agree.
No.
It's gross.
Gross.
Delish.
Disgusting.
Okay. So I actually have two. They're kind of nasties. The first is Raisin Bran. Like I'm not good with the Raisin Bran.
No,
Raisin
Raisin Bran Crunch is
that was
delicious.
that is a little better, yeah.
Second, Apple Jacks.
Oh yes, Apple
Nasty.
Jacks are
Yeah, I'm
gross.
actually with you on
Those little
that.
red dots. Ew. So sick.
Apple Jacks are gross. So my most hated 100% all day is not going to be a surprise is Raisin Bran as well because I hate raisins.
Oh,
Me
wow.
too. Gross.
If you put a raisin in
Oh.
anything, I literally will kill you. I hate raisins. I don't want anything with raisins.
Don't you have?
So do you like prunes?
So literally raisins.
actually like prunes.
Raisin
Yeah, I love
Bran
prunes.
is like frosted flakes without the frosting. It's just nasty ass flakes with a bunch of nasty ass raisins.
Remember the action figures Logan bought of the raisins?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. They're the grapevine raisins.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
the California
same.
raisins.
Yeah, and
Were those racist? No, I don't think so.
They were a
Maybe.
little racist. Yes.
but Logan bought these action figures, so we stuck them in the house so she would just find them.
Yeah, I
random.
found one in my shoe
That
once.
That was
I
my
feel like
favorite.
whenever you saw one, you would get that psycho soundtrack.
I hate raisins.
My most hated.
gross.
You guys, I don't even feel like you guys were trying. Like who eats shredded wheat?
That's a good
That's
cereal.
Right?
awful. It's like you're
It's
eating
frosted.
hay. You're eating dried up hay, and even more dried up hay.
Is that your most?
No,
hated?
not
No
the
flavor.
frosted. No, there's the shredded wheat.
Yeah,
No,
my
yeah,
dad
that's
eats. My
gross.
dad
We don't-
eats that. He
that is-
loves it.
Well, I like the
Gross.
big. You know the
That's
big.
disgusting.
That's what my dad gets.
The big ones.
Yeah.
You know,
full size, the king
because
size.
yeah, because the frosted mini. Oh, okay, they're called frosted mini wheats, so they're mini wheats. But the big full size shredded wheats are
Yeah.
disgusting.
You
I
have to
agree.
have a
Those are so
cup of
gross.
water on top of the milk.
Honestly, that's so. Who eats that?
No.
Peppers.
Yes, you're
That's
bothered.
gross.
Burger Man.
Those suck.
He likes the brand. Like
Like
what's even in it?
It helps his movements, his bowel movements.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
His BMs. So that was a very emotional
what was
top
your-
5.
Yeah, I said shredded
Oh,
wheat.
yeah.
That nasty stuff.
That was a really. I felt like we got a little hypey on that one.
Hay in a box.
but
that stuff is
but do you
crap.
Oh,
like
now
do you
we're
like
doing
shredded
emails.
or do you like frosted mini wheats?
I don't even know if I've ever tasted those. I can't say.
They're
love
slightly
frosted
better because you have some sugar in the mix.
Slight? I don't know. So now we've got. What are we moving on to? Sidekick.
Sidekick mayo.
Mayo.
So we have a few sidekick mails. I want to just real quick disclaimer. We do have another long email from James Navarro.
Let's save that to the end. Let's hit these ones with top 5s.
I don't know if I'm using this right. I need to talk with James about it, but
James has children. Like, where does he have the time to
I
be
know
doing
he
this
has
stuff?
3 children.
Like
Twins.
Yeah.
Three sets of twins, or just three kids and 2 of them
I think
twins?
he might. No, he has 1 child and 2 twins. What is that? Total of 3.
Yeah.
Yes. Can
One,
you count?
2, 3.
Counting is hard.
I think.
So are words.
So I just want to say real quick. I need to check with him how to use this, but buddy,
He's doing it.
put it
Start.
away.
I'll put it back in the Captain Marvel bag.
I want to. He used the word. So you know how his last name he has the family members, the Parmalees,
Yeah, Parmalees.
the Parmalade,
Parmalams?
the Parmalade,
Parmalams?
Ring the parm alarm.
So the Parmalarm.
Yeah.
So where did you get that from? Did we say that already? Did he say that? Did you learn? Okay. So he said something about the Parmalarm. Okay, which is like the Parm alarm. You know, like wee-oo, wee-oo.
Yeah, we got it.
So I don't
Yeah.
know if it's like, thanks, Manny. I don't know if that's like when, like, I don't know how to use it. Like, when do we set the Parm alarm off? Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you
Like,
guys have a sound effect for it on the board?
No, so one, that's
should.
what I want to talk about. We need a sound effect, and also like when do we sound the Parm alarm?
And what does a
When
Parmesan
he's gonna
alarm
do a
sound like?
10-minute email.
Okay, so that's when we set
So
off
people can know to fast forward or mentally check out.
Okay, so
I
we
don't
need
know,
to
one
get
of
the Parm
two.
alarm so before his emails are read. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to clarify that.
Parm
I just didn't know
alarm.
when it was supposed to be used. Okay, so I'm going to read an email from Mammy.
Mammy Jammy.
Who's Mammy?
Mammy.
I don't know who's
Mammy is our mother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She's listening. Okay, I
So
got it.
Manny, I want to tell you this real quick. Mammy, our mother, has been very active ever since I
Of course.
came on the
Yeah,
show
Why
right.
would she?
Oh,
because
has
I'm her
she?
favorite child.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
That was an easy guess.
Yeah, right.
So this is from Mammy. Oh joy! This is sarcastic.
No.
That when she says
Got
"oh
it.
joy,"
No, Mom doesn't know what sarcastic
I promise
is.
you, this
She
is-
doesn't even say "but," and you're saying she's sarcastic. I don't think so.
she's saying this sarcastically.
No
oh joy! Buddy has finally come home to rule his kingdom again as the rightful heir. That was sarcasm.
No, it wasn't.
No
She
surprise.
loves me.
No surprise. All my favorite cereals rank in the world's top 12 sugary cereals. Yeah, my
Yeah.
mom has quite the
Sugar tooth.
Sugar is exceptionally good thing in the morning to jumpstart your day.
Man,
Sounds like the commercial.
Tater Tot could not even open an eyeball before noon without bribery.
that is
Wait,
true.
Who is Tater Tot?
I'm Tater Tot.
Cheese.
Cheese. Cheese whiz.
Okay.
You've got
no,
a
Manny.
lot of- you've got a lot of nicknames.
Manny,
She-Lord.
I want to be called Tater. That's
No.
my nickname.
Your nickname is Cheese.
You don't make your own nickname.
Yes. We've gone over this.
Okay, so mom's number 5 is Sugar Pops. I don't know if I know
Those
that
were
one.
good.
Is
It
that?
had like the little, was it a frog or something? Yeah.
Is that
those
what
were
it was?
good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sugar Pops.
He had the deep voice.
Yeah.
It's like a
Or wait,
soprano.
I
or
might be
whatever.
thinking of Sugar Smacks, but anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I am
Yeah,
thinking
it
of
is
Sugar
Sugar
Smacks.
Smacks.
Yeah. Mom's number 4 is Fruit Loops with marshmallows. I didn't even know they made that.
I think she's adding marshmallows.
I think that might be a mix.
Mom,
That's
are you?
her
Making
jump
her own.
start.
Mom,
That's
are
her
you
jump
adding
start.
your own marshmallows?
It's like when you add sugar to Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Captain Crunch. Oops,
Oops,
all
all
berries.
berries. Yes. Yes, Mammy. Those were delicious.
Number 2 is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Ooh.
That's good.
That was on Manny's list.
And number 1
Yeah.
is Cocoa Pebbles.
Yeah, good job, Mammy.
Yeah, Mom, you know it.
No fruity pebbles
know
up
it.
in this mix.
It's okay.
So she says all cereal must be eaten with small amounts of milk in a tilted bowl so the cereal remains crunchy at the top while eating. That is, you know what?
Is that a deep cut cereal?
Mammy.
That's a deep cut. Maybe Mom taught us how to eat cereal.
Love Mammy.
That's
That's
funny. I
legit.
like to put as much milk as possible. Like fill it all the way to the top. Whatever
And then just a lot of cereal?
yeah, everything. Yeah, just
Oh, no.
shove it in.
God, no.
Don't you ever have to push it down? Like I have to
No,
push it
What?
no,
You've
Like
never
you're
had
at the
to-
Mongolian
yeah, 'cause
grill?
it's-
no,
Mongolian
I know the
barbecue it.
technique.
That's perfect.
And then it says, "Love
got
you
you.
all, Mammy."
Mammy was not sarcastic. Mammy loves me more.
Mammy,
And
Mammy, I picked
she
up on the
told
sarcasm.
me, she told me and was like, I'm so glad you're back because you are definitely first Mike.
So we invited Manny into the show, and we are effectively making him work. So
Yes. Okay. I
read
get
the
to-
next email.
I get to read. All right. Let's see if I can get through this. Okay. This is from our homeboy Philippe, right? Philippe. Yeah. Top 5. I'm a cereal junkie. Top 5 time. I'm a cereal junkie. I can literally survive on cereal alone if I could. Honorable mentions: Monster cereals, Boo Berry, Frankenberry, and Count Chocula.
I
Oh
remember
yeah,
those.
Count Chocula.
If you didn't enjoy these marshmallow-riddled Halloween cereals, then, well, you're just a monster, and not the good kind. Frosted Mini Wheats. Oh, there goes the gauntlet.
Number 5.
No.
No.
Oh, this is more honorable mentions?
Frosted Mini Wheats. Sorry, that was the gauntlet. Something about shredded wheat covered in sugar that was just nummy.
It was nummy.
He made me say the word nummy.
Nummy.
I hate him for that.
I love you for that.
Thanks, Philippe.
Top 5 in Brother James' voice.
Top 5!
Oh, there you go. Rice Krispies. I
Oh,
know
number
this
5.
is a pretty basic one, but
Very
I just
basic.
love the taste of Rice Krispies with a sprinkle of sugar. Excuse me, I had to swallow. And trying to find enough sugar in the bowl to go with my rice. Just satisfying. Number 4, Kix. Something that has to
Yeah.
be said for a
Yeah, yeah.
cereal that has minimal sugar content but still tastes good by itself. Kid tested, mother approved.
Boom.
Number 3, Honey Bunches of Oats.
Yeah.
I think Sheila had that one. I truly believe this cereal is the reason I like granola. Crisp oat granola clusters and flakes.
Yes.
It was just a great hand at somewhat healthy. Oh, deliciousness. Okay. Number 2.
Someone needs a
Manny's
pre-read.
struggling.
Someone needs a pre-read.
Are you reading, buddy?
No,
Are you-
no, wait,
That's
no,
what I
no.
thought.
Oh, he's over here
Don't
like
let him
reading
read.
so easy. I got it down.
Did I say that?
He's been talking mad
I
trash
speci-
all episode, and I poke a
specifically
little
said-
fun. He gets a little upset.
I specifically said words are hard. Number 1. Oh, Captain Crunch is number 2. All of the assault flavors that rip apart the roof of your mouth. Everybody's got the same. Crunch berries are easily my favorite, but I have fond memories. Member berries. That's what he said.
Member berries.
Member berries from South Park.
Oh, okay. I don't watch that. Of peanut butter crunch from my childhood, and
Oh,
you could
peanut
never go
butter
wrong
crunch.
with the
Good
original
one,
Captain. Number
Peanut
1,
butter.
Pebbles of all kind.
No.
My favorite cereal ever. Both scrumptious variations, Cocoa Pebbles and Fruity Pebbles.
No.
Thank you.
No, get out of
That's
here.
what's up, Delete.
And the Flintstones on the box made me eat the Flintstones vitamins, thinking they'd be like the Fruity Pebbles. I guess
No,
I
it's
guess I
not.
could see that.
Gross.
I was wrong. I still eat this stuff today, though, and I still love it.
Oh, Fruity Pebbles.
Well, that's it, Sidekick Nation. I'm going off to go and enjoy a bowl now. White Ranger out. Sent from my iPhone.
I am a little disappointed
Honestly,
in you right
I
now.
cannot-
In the correspondent.
I can't believe people like
Those were legit.
Fruity Pebbles.
They're good.
They're not good.
Dude, they would sit in our house forever because nobody would eat them.
Yeah, well, you know when you sometimes get that like cereal pack, the small cereal pack?
Yeah.
No one would touch the Fruity
Yeah,
Pebbles.
but it was like, I'm
guys-
good.
Oh my god.
You'd have to be super desperate.
I'm about the pebbles.
Mom with her kickstart of her day. Mammy.
Sugar. All right,
Okay,
is
what
it
do
my
we
turn?
got?
Everybody's looking
Dill?
at me.
Let's do it.
Okay, so this I believe is from the sidekick with no nickname.
Yep.
So
Is that 4 pages you have there?
it seems that way. The last one was 3.
Parmalarm, Parmalarm, Parmalarm.
Okay, so HH episode 170, the most hateful show ever. Right?
It was good.
Hooray, Buddy's back. We should all be happy, right? Wrong. Instead, the sidekicks are treated to an hour and a half of the Mad King coming down on the rest of the heroes. Guess, sidekicks, all the Parmalees, which are now probably ex-sidekicks, the U.S. Army, and then all of Texas. Sterling, is this behavior going to make Mammy proud? Question mark.
No.
Well, he's not the favorite, so.
Side note, 25 minutes in, finally the first news or comment about something TV, movie, or remotely geek related. The only positive thing Buddy talked about, Pluckers Thursday night
Oh, so good.
cheap boneless wings.
So yummy.
Boneless wings. We're talking boneless wings, aka chicken nuggets with too much sauce. Did you even eat a steak while in Texas? Oh, you didn't, because Mammy wasn't there to cut your steak into little itty bitty buddy bites. Hashtag itty bitty buddy bites. He's got a point there. You
Itty
did not eat
bitty
a steak.
buddy bite.
I want an itty
This
bitty
is
buddy
so
bite.
good.
Can we make that a hashtag? Itty bitty buddy bite.
Itty bitty buddy bite. Itty bitty buddy bite.
Great, a gas station. Gone for a month. Comic-Con happens. All you have to talk about is a gas station? Quality podcasting. Riveting.
I like Jay.
About as good as eating snacks on the mic.
I love eating snacks on the mic.
I think that's his point. How about Comic-Con or Disneyland take? No? Should we wait until you're done chewing your snacks? You've contributed to the podcast about as much as Sunny from Norway has. Moving on.
Sonny does not deserve that.
Ooh. It all boils down to the Mad King feeling threatened. Side note, Mad King, I gave you that nickname.
Oh, that's true.
You're welcome.
It's true. He wrote in an email and he was like, oh, something about Buddy's ego and trying to be first mic. What is he, the Mad King of the podcast? He
He
did.
did. Actually, I forgot about that.
I didn't know it would come true. Sassy Pants sounds better.
Oh, snap. Sassy Pants. That's true. Let's call you Sassy Pants.
Meanwhile, while you were gone, the heroes and the sidekicks came together, bonded over shared nerdy Disney geeky loves, the same loves that are the reasons why we started listening to Hardly Heroes in the first place. Ooh, bam. Yeah. In summary, maybe the show missed you. Maybe it survived without you. But the reality is the show improved without you.
Nah.
Shots fired.
Maybe you're no longer the hero the sidekicks needed. Maybe not the hero the sidekicks deserve.
Man, James is
How much
coming out.
longer do we have?
Second page.
But like he just
Second
tries
page.
to take over the show.
Second page.
Everybody's already fallen asleep by now.
I love it.
To the sidekicks. The night is darkest before the dawn, and I promise you, the dawn is coming. The dawning of a new age of heroes. To Buddy, No shout outs, no deep cuts. I'll just leave you with a quote from Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Exactly.
Buddy, which are you?
I have been holding this podcast together for years, hoping somebody would take over my mantle, and nobody has. So what have I become? I've become the heel that this show needs because Jay Jacquel
Like a high heel?
has turned into a kitty cat. Philippe is now our new correspondent.
With Jay Jackal.
Sonny has disappeared into the nether.
You've driven him away.
Johnny's ankles are broken, and he's getting around on a wheelchair now.
What about Cheese?
There's nobody left. Cheese, you're just, I don't know about you. You're just kind of there. Dilly is somewhat trying to keep us together. You know, dude,
all
James,
about
Done.
Carlos.
There, and he lost it.
James, there's so many
He's going to
things
sleep now.
in this email that I can't get to all of them because it's so long, but I do feel you are right. I have become the villain of this show because nobody else seems to give any good content because last week I got multiple emails being like, we're so glad you're back. Thank you for coming back. That was the funniest show we've seen in a long time because people come here for funniness.
Who are
Did-
sending these emails?
did-
I think at one point he said he was all mad and he actually drove to Waco. He was so depressed, but then he started listening to our podcast. And he felt this joy.
Oh, yeah, because of the stumbling and the bumbling.
Wait.
Hey,
right.
you want to do? You?
Wait.
No, what about you?
So
James
this is
signed
signed
it. Yeah.
sidekicked to the curb with no nickname.
Wow. It's a clever guy.
Wait.
For all the work he put in,
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean? You were really hard on him.
I am very hard on him. He tried to take over the show, and nobody seems to say anything about that.
So I like this.
He tried to boot me out.
I like this sidekick. What was it?
Sidekicked to the curb.
Oh yeah, that's good.
With
That's
no
good.
nickname.
I actually really like that name.
Yeah, that whole email was awesome.
Yeah, that was really funny because you know what? Buddy needs a good villain. Bird. The thing is, Bird's supposed to be Buddy's villain, but she doesn't.
She's not. She's
She's a little too passive.
She needs to go hard on him. She needs to sidekick him to the
But
curb.
you know what? James Navarro knows how to be a villain on the show. Okay.
Yeah. Bring it on.
He knows how to do it because
I've
honestly,
always liked that.
I feel Buddy is a little
so good.
speechless at the moment. Like he's feeling.
I am. I'm
doesn't know what
actually.
to do.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm totally caught off guard by all of it, and I am actually glad that I'm gonna see some more of this. Manny came on today, and he obviously hates me.
I do.
And so, he already kicked me to the curb.
A long
So
time ago.
it was like a child that was not loved.
Fly or
and so
die.
I'm pushing back and I'm letting out all my anger. And James Navarro is going to be the one that's going to have to take it. So
Well, so
He's doing a great
leading
job.
into James Navarro and Buddy's relationship, this Saturday,
It's gonna be a
Saturday.
long car ride.
this Saturday, James Navarro and Buddy
I'm sorry, James.
will be in San Jose
San Jose.
San Jose.
at the Silicon Valley Comic Con.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to tell you real quick. This has been posted on social media. Okay? This is what has been said about Buddy. Yes, the Hardly Hero himself and pop culture radio sensation Buddy Nickerson. Woo! It's been announced. He's honestly
Pop culture radio sensation.
it goes look, it goes
It's
Arnold
like an itchy
Schwarzenegger.
sensation.
It goes Jason Momoa. It goes the pop culture radio sensation Buddy Nickerson, and then it goes Steve Cold. What's his name?
Steve Colbert.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's number 4.
Boom. I don't know if you guys know.
No, we
Radio
don't.
Pop
We don't know.
culture
Sensation.
radio sensation.
It was said
The
about him.
Mad King himself.
Nobody asked them to
What
post
are you
this.
doing there? Are you gonna do something?
Yeah, I'm being me. I'm
So-
a personality.
So, Manny, you remember from the LA Comic Con that we did, Project Wish Upon a Star?
Yes, it was really cool.
So Project Wish Upon a Star has invited 2 of us, it's going to be Buddy and Navarro, 2 of us to go hang out with them in their booth at the Silicon Valley Comic Con. So
Awesome.
they are sponsoring a kid, and he'll be able to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jason Momoa. He's there.
That's awesome.
So
and the pop culture.
Buddy is using this kid to go meet those people. I get it.
No. They asked me if I would come out and drum up.
I can see the kid getting pushed to the side now. Move out of my way, little kid. Yeah.
So
hey, how's it going, Arnie?
So they invited 2 of the Hardly Heroes to come out to hang out in their booth, help promote. They're just all about cross promoting. So they wanted to invite us out so that we could promote our show and that they could have this radio sensation there to take pictures.
I really
Did
feel
they really say
like
that?
I would have got to meet
on
somebody.
Oh
Would have got to meet somebody if somebody didn't want to go home early.
Who was
Because
that?
I gotta
Who
work.
that was. I could have met Stan Lee.
Okay, so the one thing that Buddy does, he blames everybody else for what he could. You could have just stayed. You could have just stayed.
I didn't want to be the rude one, the mad king that everybody says I am. Manny's like, dude, we should just go home. And I was like, all right.
Logan left too. He didn't have to leave.
No, they stayed.
They didn't meet.
No, we left early too.
Boom.
Well,
There it
I
is.
still
Boom,
blame Manny because
boom,
Manny
boom.
wanted to go home, and I didn't
did.
get to meet Stan Lee.
Okay, so
Crush my dreams.
Blames Blanny. for
Oh,
that.
maybe
there
I'd
you
go
go.
next year.
no, because Stanley R.I.P. So anyway, Project Wishbone a Star is a super great organization that works with sick kids with cancer. They sponsor kids to bring them to these really cool big cons so that they have their own booth. They can be kind of the star of their own little
treat
show.
them like royalty. It's so cool.
Yeah.
They pull them around.
Totally,
And
they treat them like royalty,
they
like
built
a celebrity.
like this whole city and all this cool stuff, and we try to help them as much as we can and promote them. And
Right, so we will be there. Well, Buddy and Navarro will be there. We actually will be selling Birdie and Bean bags. That 50% of the price of the bag goes to Project Wishbone a Star.
yep.
And so they'll be there selling those bags. They'll be there hanging out, just hanging out with the kid. It's going to be super fun. So if anybody is in the area, come down, check it out. And even if you don't want to see the pop culture radio sensation Buddy, you can check out the con. It's a really great con. They've got Arnold Schwarzenegger. They've got Jason Momoa. They have Cold Stone, Steve Austin.
Cold Stone?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
If you tip
ice
him, will he
cream.
sing a song?
Can we can we snip that, Philippe? Stone Cold.
Cold Stone.
Cold Stone.
Oh, that
Anyway.
was good.
I couldn't even say it wrong.
That
I
was
tried
good.
to say it again, but I still said it right.
So it is this week. So the con is all weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Buddy's going to be there on Saturday. Navarro's going to be there Saturday. But if you guys are in the area, Project Wishbone a Star is in booth 643. So check them out. Go buy a Birdie and Bean bag. Donate. Go check out. Go
support.
say hi to the kid. Go support. It's a great, great, great organization.
Yeah, and thank you for letting us come out.
Yeah, we're so excited. It's super cool for them to invite us. So, yeah, I guess that's it.
Yep.
And just a few more things. We're also going to be at California Republic Comic Con in
Coming up.
September 14th. We'll be there doing hosting that con. And yeah, do you guys have anything else?
No, thanks, Manny, for
about
coming out.
wraps
Manny,
Yeah,
thank you
thank you
so
guys
much
for
for
inviting me.
coming.
Thanks for
a lot of
coming out
fun.
and dealing with the Mad King.
It's really nice to have your voice on the podcast again.
I guess.
It was.
I mean,
He gets a little.
no.
butthurt.
I'm happy to have him back. I was just.
It was
like,
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's, nobody makes Buddy scream like I do.
That's true. You got him
I
really
don't know
riled
about
up.
scream. Maybe a little anger, some. Yes. But yeah, thanks for coming out, and
Well, so where can they find us?
they can find us on YouTube at Hardly Heroes. They can find us on Facebook at Hardly Heroes. They can find us on Instagram at Hardly Heroes. They can find us on Twitter at Hardly Heroes.
Number one.
He did it
Or
for me.
just go to hardlyheroes.com and you can find all of that. Or just go to the Facebook at the Hardly Heroes Sanctorum, because that's the best way to interact with the show.
Yeah, please go to the Facebook Sanctorum. You can just start searching Hardly Heroes. You can find it. And it's where we continue the conversation. We have so much fun on there. You can post stuff. You can ask us questions.
No more Disney stuff, please.
Yes.
Yeah, we're calling out Navarro, Parmalee. We know you love the Disney, but
Yeah, all right. We got to wrap this up because I don't want Navarro being like, oh, the longest show ever. So just remember one thing.
Disclaimer: they don't know shit.
You guys have a good night.
bye.
See ya.